Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on, everybody?
I see that we have Jennifer here. I just sent her the link also, since she didn't make it last night. Renacita, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Oi, hey, what a night, what a night, what a night. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Mr. Clock is already on.
Yep.
I gotta put mine up. Live to say hello to everybody. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Renacita, how's everybody doing? Good evening. Welcome to this crazy late night cats again. Hey Scott, how you doing?
What's going on?
What is this? What kind of meal is that, dear?
You got mail.
I like that. Let me see who else. Parapapam, 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 pam, pam. So, are you settled for tomorrow? Tomorrow morning. You know
Oh,
what I'm talking about? No?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what is wrong with you?
I had to think about what the hell you're talking about. I'm like, tomorrow morning, my live's at 7. I'm talking to Bruce. So he's going to come on the live tomorrow night. And I was like, that's the only thing I had in my head.
Hey, Bama, how you doing? Let me send that link to Bama also. I've been sending to a bunch of people here. Whoever wants to come
Lynn, I
in.
believe,
What?
I went and seen that movie at the theater.
Which movie?
You've got mail.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Long time ago, huh?
He goes, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Oh yeah. You got that right. Long time ago. In the galaxy far, far away. We are a seafood broil friends. Okay.
What's going on, Billy? Thanks for coming in. I haven't changed my hashtag yet, Billy. Sorry. Still just hashtag Klock.
Are you gonna make a change?
You and somebody else told me I should put hashtag Klock Block. So I'll probably do it for both, where it'll work on either one. I just keep forgetting to pull Nightbot up and fixing it.
Yeah.
So I really need to put my my little store on there too.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't seem to have Mr. Bill in here.
Lynn, that's just something we put on my group cruise. Distant Bone Tired Travelers, Denise, she came up with it. She did hashtag Klock Block. So I put that on the flyers for the Utopia the Seas group cruise that I have. Klock's my last name, so.
Yep. Yup. Scott. Scotty. Beat me up. Beat me up. No tomato. Tomato.
I seen they have another new
Yeah, we got
Star Trek.
Scotty in the house. Tomato.
Sorry, I was watching it on my phone while I got everything ready.
Beat me up.
I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to miss Klock talking about his big debut tomorrow.
That's right. His fantasy is finally coming true.
I haven't said much.
Uh huh.
I can tease the dresses.
You could do a poll like somebody mentioned last night. The choices, and then whichever one wins, that's what you're wearing.
Yeah.
You know, it has to match the makeup and the wig
There
and
is
your
no
hat
wig
and
and
your
makeup.
gloves.
There is no wig and makeup. No.
Come on, Ricky, get in this thing here. Oh, now he blocks us out.
It's my daughters telling me good night.
Oh, okay, sure.
Night.
See?
Good night. You wearing you borrowing a wig from
I
Ricky
am not
or
wearing a damn
from one of
wig.
your daughters? Man, it's a tea party. You have to be all dressed up. You have to
Yeah.
be set up for it. You have to be in good shape.
There's my wig.
That's not a wig. That's a coverall. That's it. That's not a wig.
It looks like Mike the Earth.
Yep.
You wear that with a dress tomorrow.
I have another hat to wear with it.
Oh
So
no!
he says. So he says. Jennifer said, "Are you wearing it
That's
above
That's a
life?"
no. Unless there's a lot of money raised.
It always has to be $1 involved, you know.
That is correct.
El cheapo, cheapo, cheapo. Yeah, yeah.
I'm living up to it tomorrow. I'm wearing it. You know how awkward it is to go to stores and pick out dresses as a dude? Scott, are you frozen?
Yes.
I'm about to say, like, you're awful still. I've never seen anybody sit that long.
I don't.
It's in Tron right now.
I'm trying to correct it. So,
Oh,
just stupid Elgato cam link.
Where'd you get your little on the air thing?
Where did I get
tonight?
it?
Yeah.
Amazon. The problem is that my studio is so dark that my camera is not exposing right for it, so you can't see it super clear. But
Yeah, it makes it blurred or whatever.
yeah,
Still pretty cool.
and then those strips are just Gobi smart light strips.
Yeah.
I can control them from the Stream Deck. Now, this Stream Deck, I don't have any sound effects on. I only have them on the Stream Deck upstairs where I do the morning show at.
okay.
So there won't be any sound effects tonight. Everyone's like, thank God.
Dun dun dun. Wow. For Mike. Wah 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 wah.
Mm-mm.
Oi.
Scott is this guy right here. The mustard drill.
Oh, Scotty. It's Scott. Scott the Mustard Drill, yes. Hey, buds. How y'all doing? Mama, let me know if you want to come in.
Okay.
This is elderly Ed. This is Bob Ross,
Junior.
and this is Scotty.
All right, Eddie, I'm going to have to go out and come back in and try to fix this camera.
All right, no problem. And then
You broke
we
it.
got Clocky right here.
Clocky.
Clocky, the cross-dresser right here.
Not yet. Not till tomorrow. Well,
okay.
technically yes, because I did try it on.
You got paid to get cross-dressed, so
Today he's Clock. Tomorrow he'll be Clockarella.
that's right.
Yeah. Mike and Michelle.
Let it go, let it go. The other Scott, how you doing? Scott from Massachusetts. It's also in the house. Oh. There we go.
Hey, you're
Much better.
moving.
Ow.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can do it again.
Yeah.
This isn't real this time.
Is it Memorex?
Oh, it's alive.
Because I am on a recliner. I could go.
Me too. Maybe in a little bit, watching the World Series. Tie at 3 in the top of the 10. Oh, LSU and that other team from Florida. Whatever the name is. Starts
That's
with
what
a T.
that's what Gilberts were talking about on their live.
So, you know, I have my key lights. I have these 2 key lights right here. You can probably see them in my lenses.
In your eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have these 2 key lights here. I have them at 5%, right? So when I bring them up to 10%, you can see the sign better back there. I bring them up to like 15%. You can see the sign really well. It exposes well for it, but then it washes my face out.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we're good with that.
it's a trade-off. So
Hola, Alicia. Hola. Alicia's in the house. Yes. Yes, Lynn. Jimmy wife.
Alice Lugo Studios.
She's my better half. She's the better half of Lugo Studios.
That's Eddie's camera woman.
So speaking of lights, so all the wow bulbs I got are not compatible with my router, so they're getting sent back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. The other Scott says hello, and Mike and Brandon say hello, guys.
Hello.
You aren't on screen with Eddie. She
So-
just got out of the shower. She's in a very comfortable clothing right now, and not acceptable for any other man to look at her. So only me.
Well, I did something a little while ago. I am now affiliated with Cruz Brothers.
Oh my lord! Oh,
congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations, you puto.
I haven't done anything other than sign up, but it's one step.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that's the best way to go, just because you don't have to invest anything. You're not sure you're going to be doing it, you know.
Yeah.
So
At least lets me get my foot in the water.
right.
In the water.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that Bruce's host. I mean, like, I'm not surprised that some host agencies charge an arm and a leg, but I'm really surprised Bruce is with one that charges so much. So
Most of that money was training and stuff, and he said he didn't pay that. He said that once COVID hit, they jacked the price of everything.
yeah, I'm actually, you know, I should probably knock on wood here. Like, I'm surprised my host agency hasn't jacked their annual dues. Like, I'm expecting it. I won't be surprised by it, I guess. So
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And remember, you got a team of people if you have questions here for you.
yep.
I appreciate it.
You have my number. Give me a call for anything.
You can reach me on Messenger usually.
Oh my God. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
God is calling him, so that's why he had to go.
So did anybody else go dress shopping today? Just me?
It's you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna miss it in the morning, though. I'm gonna miss your review, but I don't worry. Once I get home, replay.
Yep. I know. Main thing is keep your hands where somebody can see them.
Keep your hands above your waist. at all times. I'll be doing replay and sharing and sending it all over the place. Put it on
I'm
both
sure
groups.
somebody's going to be screenshotting that thing and sending it out.
Oh yeah.
I would expect by the end of tomorrow, I have at least 100 memes. One for every $1.
You wish you were getting $1 for every time somebody looked at it, huh?
No, I'm saying a meme for every dollar that I got.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody here has a question for you.
What time do you plan on starting to dress and prepare for your tea party? It starts at 11. Maybe 10:45.
Isn't that how long Ricky takes to get ready?
Not so
15
much.
minutes?
If you add another 2.5 hours onto that, then maybe.
So you sure 10:45 is good for you?
You sure about that? You sure? Because, makeup takes a while.
I am not doing any damn makeup.
Hey, it's a tea party. You got to look decent.
No.
You got to cover that.
You see this right
Dirty,
here? This looks
You
decent
gotta
enough.
wear a foundation at least. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. And a base or something.
Please don't feed into my wife over there.
And
See,
then
the beaten,
color your
no,
eyebrows or something. Make it darker. Make it nicer too. Put
Not like we're telling you to go get a spray tan or anything.
Lynn, that's 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time
Eastern time.
on Betty J Gathers. It'll be broadcast on my channel too, but Betty J is the host.
Yeah. Klock, maybe consider start getting dressed around 8 a.m.
No, it needs to start sooner than that.
There you go.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, see, he's even practicing the language. Look at that. Yep. Hey. Even Jennifer said it too. Cruzbet and Jennifer both say latches. There you go. Come on, Papi Chulo.
Cruise Vet, are you going to be one of the guys that dresses up in drag on the Helping Hands for Cruising drag race?
Well, you doing something for Helping Hands?
No, we talked about it earlier.
No. You and Sherry talked about it. Sherry's the one that
No, you said
the bomb.
You said that you wouldn't have any problem dressing in a dress. Put a dress on.
For HHS4C, yeah, if it's for a wealthy cause. And
Yeah.
she just took that and blew it out of proportion. Like, no.
Well, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So if you don't put on makeup, Mike says that's going to be a what?
No, that'd be a drag.
No, it would be a drag to dress as a drag.
What's going on, Bruce?
Cruise Helping Hands.
Yeah, not in a cruise. No, I am not doing that on a cruise. Nope. When I don't wear makeup and I don't wish it on anyone.
I mean, Eddie, if you went drag, you look like Jerry Garcia in a dress.
I'm gonna keep that to myself. Shut up. before I put myself on the wrong spot. There you go, Mike. Put in some of that.
No. You
What's up,
all
Bruce?
taking it a little too far. Just a little too far.
Yeah, it's a tea party. You have to look the part. Not just the dress. Dress is like everyday thing. But you have to wear the part. So you gotta have
Then
a
you
good
won't
hat.
have any issue wearing
You gotta
that
have the
dress.
gloves.
Just remember, Mike, when you drink your tea, pinky out.
Yeah.
Pinky up. That's right.
Is it a Boston tea party or a Florida tea party?
I'm not throwing any tea overboard if that's what you're asking.
But the other side, Mike, is you can always pour a little vodka into the teacup. Have a hot toddy.
Maybe I might have to do that a little bit beforehand just to get me into the mood of wearing the dress.
I love it.
Bruce, I sent you the link also, just in case. But whoever wants to come in, pop in. If you have the link, so do it. Also, he wants Mike to do it. Don't be giving him no advice, please, because I'm not doing it. I won't be in that tea party. He got himself into trouble himself by opening his mouth.
Lynn, he's backpedaling like you wouldn't
I
believe.
am
This
not
morning,
telling nothing.
he was all about it.
Now you're trying to get me in trouble too. After you got yourself into it.
Yeah.
No, so no.
I am living up to it. I could even show you the dresses that were picked out today.
You made a bluff, and your bluff got sanctioned big time. So that's why you got to do it now. To do this right, so as not to insult or be derogatory to the ladies. There you go. There you go. See, you
I
gotta do
am
it
not
right.
going to be derogatory.
Sure, because you're gonna be dressed like a guy on a dress. That's it. You have to dress up all the way. The hat, the gloves, and the nice dress with makeup.
Oh, that's for you, Eddie. You're the one who said it this morning. No take backs. I will be dressed in a dress tomorrow.
That's your problem.
Mhm.
You open your mouth, you got yourself in trouble, not me.
The cruising chicks are in.
That's right. How you
What's
doing?
going on?
What's
How you
up, my
doing,
ladies? You're the one why would you say that if you were gonna be there, you were gonna wear a dress?
What's that?
What did you say to Betty? How did you get into this?
So I was in Betty's live last Sunday, and she was talking about the tea party, and talking about what all was going to go on and all. And I said, what all started it? Said anybody can come to the party, and I said, oh, does that mean I have to wear a dress to the tea party? And they all started laughing, and they're like, well, of course it does. And of course, Warmstrong added into it. Yep, Mike, got to wear a dress. And then it was like it went to hat and gloves and all that other stuff too. But it wasn't really confirmed that I was going to do this until I got my super chats and super stickers, and then
Which I did a screenshot
eureka
of last
moment.
night. So
I was like, I know how to raise me some money.
So, Mike, if something like weird is going to happen, I'll be the first one to jump up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you something. You got to be very careful with me. I have been known to send Fuego Box Black Carolina Reaper chocolate to people as a challenge. And it was not pretty. In the middle of Port Orleans Resort at Disney, they did it on a carriage, and they had to stop and jump in the bushes.
I've eaten Frank's Red Hot for like, I think it was $20 one time, like a big spooning, like a serving spoonful of it.
All I have to say, the look on these people's faces when they had it, and they eat hot stuff, was like, let me just put it this way: they suffered for days afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Carolina Reaper chocolate.
Oh no, it wasn't Frank's. It was Dave's Insanity. It burned for about 30 minutes. After that, I was fine. It was worth $20.
He needs to be careful with what he says. What you talking about? What I do now? Oh, hold on. Be right back.
Be back. Where you going, Eddie?
Dun, 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 dun. All right. Oh, here we go. Boom. All right. It's on its way.
What's on the way?
the link.
Oh, yeah, I'm slow.
I don't know who it's going to, but I knew that's what he was talking about.
I should have.
Bye, man. It's going over
We've
to
been doing
Batman.
this for how long?
Walk like a lady. Uh-oh.
I think Law is really going to love this.
Get ready here, Klock. Here we go.
What's going on, Bruce?
What's going on?
Eyes on target.
So I know you weren't. I know last night you didn't have the best connection or anything.
No, I was at a friend's lake house, and so they don't have good connection here. I'm home today, so it should be good.
In Friends Lake House. Sipping wine.
Yeah.
Hey, so did you hear the whole thing of what I'm doing tomorrow morning?
No.
So I put the challenge last weekend. Betty had a live. Betty J Gathers had a live, and she was talking about this weekend she has a tea party. So I got on Eddie's live last night and said that since now that I can get super stickers and super chats, that if I got $100, I'd wear a dress to Betty's tea party tomorrow.
Did you get it?
I got my $100 in 36 minutes.
There you go. Ricky can dress you up real nice, I'm sure. Get nice little netting and
she was loving it this morning. She pulled out pearls, she pulled out bracelets, she pulled out all kinds of crap on the live this morning. She pulled out like a thing you put on your head so that you can put a wig on.
Nice. I suppose she's going to put some blush on you and lipstick and eyeshadow and have all of it.
We're not going that far.
I did pop in though. Did you say Eddie was doing that with you?
Oh my God!
Eddie's going to do that on the Helping Hands for Cruising cruise-a-thon in a couple weeks.
There you go.
Make sure you have it set.
Just hit record. That will go viral.
Yep. I'm expecting to have 100 memes tomorrow for somebody taking screenshots of me in that dress tomorrow. My wife had to record me trying it on.
Ricky, send me it. Send me that video.
Let's not say we did.
Don't be scared.
Go to sleep, honey. Put your.
That would be a perfect.
She's over there like this.
Do an intro
okay.
to your group cruise, Mike. Perfect intro.
Yeah.
You'll sell a lot of cabins. Multiple cabins. Sold once, twice.
With the upside down pineapple.
Yeah, there you go.
This one that Eddie put on my door.
Yeah, keep saying that. I took the blame, but I was not the one doing it. You were. But you're blaming me. You're projecting your blame on me. Your what do you call that?
Eddie, don't be a.
Oh. There's a little lipstick on the bottom lip. You can see your top. You can't see your top anyway. Mustache must be well groomed. Oh, you getting tips here, Mike?
There. That's 6 months worth right there.
You gotta clear the mud.
I've seen more fuzz on a peach.
Yeah.
So, what time is this tea party?
It's 11 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern. It's late enough to where you could see it.
No, Lane, I don't.
Yeah, I will definitely be up.
I already set my alarm.
I'm gonna miss it, but I'll do replay.
I haven't finished all my homework for school to make sure I'm there.
Ooh, bada bing.
Hey Z, you can call me anytime, buddy.
This is gonna be the highest rating on this show tomorrow, thanks to Mr. Klock.
I was already told not to go over the top, so I'm just going to be there. I'm not. I'm going to be kind of off in the distance.
I'm so glad that this is for eternity.
Off in the distance, you're going to be front and center, buddy.
That's right. I bet you she's gonna put you right in the middle of the whole thing. Somehow. You know, Bill's gonna be there too. Oh boy, I know you're regretting it big time. Big time.
Mikola Klock. Lone Cross Pudding.
Michelle Klock will be on tomorrow.
Anything for the views. And of course the $100.
You already got paid in advance, so.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
What do we get? 70% of that? Is that what that equals out for?
I believe you probably get 60.
Yeah. YouTube, I believe it was they take 30%, but I think they're increasing that after the first of the year.
Oh, is that why they're putting more people?
Yeah.
Monetizing more people.
Yep.
It's okay. You'll get your 70% for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So they took 15 hours from me today. Sherry and I were talking about it. So this morning they had taken 15 hours, and then I got it back, and then I checked my hours again, and they took them again. I had 36.35, and now I'm back down to 36.20.
They heard that you were going in drag.
Yep.
Yeah. They heard you're going to drag, so they marked your stuff as not acceptable for children. So all those hours you had are gone now.
How do you know they're taking hours from you? Like, are you keeping track of them that closely?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I ain't got nothing else to do.
All right,
I mean, I know what I did last year, because you can do all you have to do is go on your analytics and put up 365, and you can click on last year's day and see how many hours you had that day.
Right.
So you know, okay, well, I only made one. Like last year, I really didn't do much. There was a couple of days where I had some spikes where I had 13 hours or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's only like 2 hours a day. So I know, okay, well, if I made 10 today and I did 2 last year, then I'm only going to get 8 for the day. But I only had like 1 or 2 hours last year, and then I made like 20 hours. And so I should have still went up, and I went down 15.
So now I wonder why they're taking them from you, though. Like, I wonder if the algorithm is determining that they weren't like legitimate or something.
Well, Sherry had the same thing too. And like I said, I got them taking 15 last night. And then this morning they were back. And now they're going again. So
right.
It's weird.
Well, it kind of plays into what I'm always, my big beef with YouTube is they're too reliant on an artificial intelligence that is, in my opinion, retarded, right? In my, I spent 6 months arguing with them and getting nowhere. They will not, they deliberately will not put human manual review into the mix. So they are completely determined to be completely reliant on the AI and to take it, as the first and final word. So,
wow.
It's unfortunate. Like I said, I spent 6 months arguing with him, and finally I was just like, okay, whatever. have it your way. You know, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
But I haven't had them take any time from me. So that's why I was, you know, like they haven't taken time or subscribers or anything like that. So that's why I was wondering, like, trying to figure out why they think your engagements aren't valid.
Dun dun dun. Now I am
What's going on?
under compliance. I got 2 mics on the panel. Thank you very
Hey,
much,
Lynn,
Mr. Mike
Lynn, what'd I say?
Van Scheik. What's your problem?
Lynn says I'm going to regret what I said about
What'd you
wearing the
say?
dress or what.
I don't know. You sound like you were regretting the whole thing from the beginning. Once you had the money,
No.
once you called the
You keep
blog
saying
dot
that,
com.
Eddie.
Hey,
I'm paying it off. You're the one backtracking from this morning. Like,
see,
oh, yeah,
now
I wear a dress, no problem.
don't make
And
it
then as
about
soon as
me.
I said,
It's
oh,
all
okay,
about
we'll
you.
do it for what's
It's all
called.
about you. Don't make it
Whoa,
about
whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Don't make it about me. Tomorrow it's all about you. Nothing to do with me. We'll deal with it in July. Till June. Tomorrow is you. It's all you, baby.
Well, you got 2 weeks to buy your Temu dress.
Alice got plenty of dresses here. I'm sure I could match something that will fit me. So
Yeah, but they'll drag the floor.
what?
They'll drag the floor, though.
I've never been in drag anyway.
No, I'm saying they'll drag the floor because she's so much taller than you are.
I'm gonna be sitting down anyway. So what? Who cares how long the dress is? Could be a foot longer than me and still be okay because I'm sitting down. I'm not gonna be like you. What do you think you're gonna be doing? Modeling and stuff like that? What is wrong with you? You're really getting
Yeah.
into this thing? Hey, have it your
You,
way.
you need to be sitting in that white chair back there, man.
That's right. Where's Ricky, man? Ricky needs to be here in the panel.
She
Bring her
won't
over
come
here.
up.
Bring her. Tell her she's gonna love this.
Hmm.
Because we are all picking you. Come on. Come
No,
on, Papi Chulo.
She won't come.
She's probably not even in the room. You're acting like she's there and making the thing. Come on. Bring it. Dale. Avanti, signore, avanti. Schnell.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh my. Oh, hey, Hasselbeck is here. How you doing? Peace and love. That's right.
What's going on?
I don't want to see at least one full shot view. Oh, okay. Oh. Betty's here too. Uh-oh.
Hey, Mike, do you have a nice set of shoes to go with that dress?
She was all about putting me in these platform heels she had and all kinds of stuff.
And what happened?
I ain't fitting in them heels, and nor am I buying any.
Why not?
I said a dress, and you're gonna get your dress.
Mike, you're going to have to show them the whole dress in that white chair. So guess what? Lynn wants you in the
Maybe that white dress will
no,
clash
Lynn,
with my dress.
it's not dressed for
I
it.
mean that white chair.
It means a full length view. There you go. Good idea. Well,
Hi, Betty.
that you should have fun tomorrow. And get the next draw.
It's a mini skirt, lol. So I'm gonna have to keep it crossed.
Oh my god! I hope it's not one of those Irish kilts. Don't be wearing
No.
that.
That wouldn't be.
We'll get a few pointers here. Hey, one son, tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning, Eastern, on the Jay Gathers show. You're going to see this guy here.
I wonder if there's going to be lead-in music. I'm too sexy for me.
He probably won't even talk to us anymore.
I might have to sing it. Well, I come in.
No, he's gonna be singing "That's Me in the Corner."
No. Where's that mute for him?
I don't know. I lost it. I got a bottle that I could bring back up and rewind that again. Oh,
I'm installing the sound effects on this Stream Deck.
Yeah, let's not add any REM to that.
You know what? You know what's funny? I searched like the Dickens for that so I could put it in there, but I could not find it anywhere.
If you looked up trash music, you might be able to find it.
Oh. Oh. Ouch.
Oh, you can also search 70s, a particular type of movie music.
There you go. Chicka, wow, wow.
Well, but see, the problem is that it can't be copyrighted.
Yeah.
So I have to use only specific sounds that are like YouTube approved. So that's why I have lame sounds like toilet flushes and stuff like that. So
I like Betty's thinking right there. Please throw some money at him.
Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I think you would probably sell your mother if you got the right amount. Knowing you.
Depends on whether you're throwing a cruise in there.
I just didn't sound right.
Yeah.
I just didn't sound right.
Sounded like you were snoring and then he peed himself.
Oh my. Well, anyway, I heard that you have a cruise going on. So what's that about, Mr. Clocker?
What'd you say, the group cruise?
Something you were saying something about a group cruise. What is it? Tell the people.
The group cruise is Utopia of the Seas, September 13th through the 16th, 2024, out of Port Canaveral. The man right down below me is running it. It's I guess sponsored by my channel. It's a $50 deposit to hold a room and $200 deposit, fully refundable, up to final payment to actually lock it in. And the prices, it is. I'm gonna pull it up again. My bad. I should have this already.
You should know this by memory now.
I should, but way too many numbers. So interior, $387 per person. After taxes and port charges, it's $976.54 for two people. Ocean view is $474 per person. With taxes and port charges, it's $1150.54 for two people. Ocean view balcony is $561 per person. With taxes and port charges, it's $1324.54. So, and if you're wanting to do a longer trip, we are actually doing a set back to back. So we're going to be doing the 3-night and then the 4-night afterwards. So if you're interested, let me know. Let Bruce know. There is a Facebook page. It is Utopia of the Seas, September 13th to the 16th group cruise. And you just gotta. I put it on private now, so that we didn't get any people that we shouldn't be getting in there, and just ask for a invite or allow access, and we'll let you in.
All right. Mr. Mag Van Schaik, would you like to talk about another group cruise that is happening?
What's that?
Would you like to talk about another group cruise that is happening in October 2024?
Yes, the Secret Booze Cruise 2024. It's going out of Key West, Montego Bay, Grand Cayman. Bruce is actually booking all the things. I'm not sure how many cabins are left, but hope you always come to join us.
It's going to be in Carnival Paradise. Yes, there you go. And is there a Facebook group?
Yes, there is. It's the Secret Booze Cruise 2.0.
Thank you very much. And you and Rihanna from Mike and Rihanna Adventures are managing that group. So please be well invited to it. If you wanna come over and check it out, please do so and be part of it. So you got two group cruises to look at for October and the one in September. So either one that you would like to go to, let us know and contact Mr. Bruce here for either one. So be a nice deal. So if you want to do the back to back, it's great too with the new ship that is coming out from Royal Caribbean, and us will be in the Carnival Paradise, a little older ship but smaller, and it'd be more of us, more room for us for the group that we're gonna go. So it should be happening. Should be nice. Hey Ross, how you doing? Rock and Roll Group 2025. Would you like to say anything about it, Mr. Ross?
It's early on, but I've decided I am definitely going to do a group cruise in 2025 that will feature 4 rock and roll tribute bands. One that has confirmed already is going to be a Who tribute. I'm working on a Pink Floyd tribute. I'm working on a Rolling Stones tribute and possibly a Pretenders tribute.
Nice.
I'm thinking I might either do it on Royal or Celebrity, and if Celebrity, probably on one of the Apex classes. Talk to some people I know over at Celebrity, and they would be willing to work with us, depending what time of year it is, to allow us to use the rooftop garden for the concert.
Yeah. Cool. And it will be probably what, out of South Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Going to the Caribbean or?
Caribbean, because I'm thinking maybe doing this in February or March.
Okay. I know that there was a rock cruise about a month and a half ago. So sometime in the beginning of April. So that seems to be like the time for it.
I don't want to do January because there's another person who manages bands in the Chicagoland area that does a bunch of Chicago pop bands in January every year, and they draw about. They usually sell out about 3/4 of the ship.
Okay. Well, once you get more details, bring them in. Let us know.
Really will.
Very good, very good. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. I would like to be to hear more about it too. I know Alice is not too much into those groups, but I am. So.
Well, what I can tell you is
those groups that he's talking about.
The Pink Floyd tribute I am going to be talking to this week. I've kind of put the buzz in their ear. They're a 14 person group, complete with the Paramount Laser Show.
Cool. Definitely. More details. Early winter. Good. Very nice. And I believe Mr. Mac and Rihanna might have a group cruise going on or something. An idea about it now that you're a TA.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. Possibly
Would you
2026.
like
Possibly 2026.
anything else about that?
No, we're just looking around right now.
Okay. Very good. Logan says, that sounds good, Orange Cone. You know those mothership screen for help getting bands. Yep. You got that right. So we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do. Yes, and Rolling Stones is a great band. You got that right.
It's actually going to be the a Rolling Stones tribute out of Chicago called Hot Rocks.
Okay. Hi, Cheryl. I sent Jeremy the link if he wants to come in. It's up to him, No worries. But if he wants to come in, already send the link. So
Up there living the city life.
I know that Cheryl is really enjoying the cooler weather.
Oh yeah.
From what they were dealing with in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, they have to go back.
Yeah. I think they can have the cooler weather. I hate it. I've lived here my whole life, and I don't know how I've survived.
I love the cooler weather. I just can deal with it because of my bones.
Yeah.
I'll take the 60s every day.
Many cruises.
You post it. Ooh. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, well. Oh, 52 minutes. That's it? That's all we chat about? Coño. I thought you're talking about your dress tomorrow was going to be nicer, but you seem to be giving up already, Clocky.
Giving up? I think at this point, everybody knows.
We beat that one to death last night, didn't we?
Yep. Big time. Big time.
I just got an email from the Who band.
Ooh.
And they said if the cruise ship will work with them and allow us to use the main theater, they will do a full theatrical production of Tommy.
Oh, nice.
So,
I think Alice might have missed that entire conversation about subways and trains.
Oh. No, we talked to them this morning.
You did.
I did?
Not me. You did.
Oh, that's right. You kind of. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. We could have to talk about it now then. Ross, that's a great thing. If that happened, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I
that
hope
would be extremely sweet. Yes.
They've done it out here at the Arcada Theater and sold the house out
Yes.
2 different times, and they've also done it at the Chicago Theater.
Nice. Jeremy, why are you doing that to me?
Okay, so we got stories, right? We walked to the market, the Amish market, over on 9th Ave in between 49th and 50th. Okay, we were walking back, and all of a sudden I see our grandson do a real fast sidestep, right? And so I stop in my tracks. I look ahead. It's like, okay, what danger lies ahead? Baby takes off running. Okay, she cuts between the grandkids and just and takes off. Okay, never looked back. I couldn't catch her. She ran so fast.
She saw a bear.
No, Dee saw a rat digging in the trash on the side of the sidewalk, and he said it was possum sized. It was one of the big ones. So, baby began to walk in the middle of the street, toward the side, because they got 3 lanes coming through there on the one-way streets. And so there's cars on this side, cars on that side. She's walking on the right-hand side of the middle lane in New York City in the middle of a Saturday. And I kept telling her, baby, get out the street. She's like, nope, I'm not doing it. She walked all the way down that street in the middle of the road. Yes, she did.
Poor Cheryl.
She didn't even see it. I didn't see it either. But all she had to hear was the word rat, and she took off. She took off. It was tragic to say the very least. She said her life flashed before her eyes.
Yeah.
But that Amish market, that was a nice place. I loved it.
That Bucky?
They had all fresh everything.
Oh man.
That's the Caddyshack. Groundhog.
Embarkation Nation has a comment in the chat. Those rats are the size of cats.
Well, I've seen some nasty ones in Virginia before.
This one made big sounds in the trash.
Yeah, I've seen one eat a hole in the side of the trash can that big.
You've seen one eat a hole in the side of the trash can about this big. Yeah. Oh, she said, let's not talk about it anymore. Nope, this is the rat discussion.
What's going on, Sean?
Okay, Scott.
Yeah.
The number to the host agency is the one you give your clients in the event that you go on vacation, correct?
No.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
My host does not do any booking administration for me.
Okay, who should?
I do.
You do. Okay.
I am accessible to my clients even when I'm in the middle of the North Atlantic.
Do you do that with the international plan, or do you give them all your social?
No, so I have a telephone PBX system that I set up because I spent a gazillion years in IT. So I have an app on my phone that my phone just gets set up as part of the Ring. It's an extension of my PBX, and it's part of the Ring group. So when anybody calls my travel line, it rings all of my phones that are set up on the Ring group in the PBX system. So it includes my phone, my cell phone.
Is it Ring Central?
No, it's a PBX. It's a physical PBX system that I set up. It's actually a piece of hardware over here on the other side of the wall in all my other network. So it's a physical PBX box that I have set up, configured. I have lines coming into it. I have the whole 9 yards, IVRs and everything else. But it's just stuff that I know how to do because I spent so many years in IT. So,
right.
So I just have all that set up. So my cell phone is part of my Ring group. So when I make a phone call to a client from my cell phone, no matter where I am, it looks like it's coming from my travel line, not my cell phone number. So they never have my cell phone number. They always, so it's like, they leave a phone, if they leave a message in after hours mailbox, it comes to my phone and stuff like that. So
we lost him.
We done lost him.
Jeremy. Was that a squirrel or a rat, Ross?
Squirrel, squeaky toy, dog toy.
Oh, okay. Let me send him the link again.
He might have just
definitely don't want to mess with
just had
Australian creatures.
He might have just had a network problem.
Yeah. Oh, here is that one.
I assume that you work very similarly, Bruce. I saw you shaking your head, or were you just?
I do. Well, we have a pretty good international with my phone.
Yeah.
But I'm available to my clients 24/7.
Yeah.
No matter where I am, I make myself available through email or through cell phone.
Right.
So, nobody else does my stuff for me. I do.
Right. So like my normal business hours are Monday through Saturday. Like I'm not open on Sundays, but if my client emails me on a Sunday, I will email them back on a Sunday. I'm just not officially open. The same thing goes after. So my hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. and on Saturdays 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. But if a client emails me at 9 p.m., I'm gonna answer them because that's just how I work. So, so yeah. But I have an international plan. So like, obviously, my phone works. Like it works as part of my domestic plan in Canada and Mexico, right? As well as 29 additional Latin American countries. So basically, all of Central America, most of South America, it's all part of my plan. If I'm anywhere other than those 29 Latin American countries or Canada, then I pay $10 a day for unlimited data and calls and texts. Basically, I use my unlimited domestic package internationally in any other 210 countries on the planet for $10 a day unlimited up to 20 days a month. After I would use it 20 days in 1 month, the additional 10 to 11 days in that month would be free. So, because they will not charge me more than $200
Right.
for a total month. So yeah, and I'm with AT&T. So that's who my cell phone carriers with AT&T. So that's how so with that, I get, now I'm still subject to the kind of crappy data networks they have in some of those countries.
Right.
But I'm still not paying, more than $10 a day for unlimited. And anybody else, so like if my wife is with me and she decides to turn hers on, she only pays $5 a day. So it's only the first line on our account pays $10 a day. Every subsequent line only pays $5 a day.
Nice.
For unlimited. So yeah.
Yeah, which I got that deal.
Yeah, so that so then I have a data connection all the time. So then therefore that app, that PBX app works, and if somebody calls, it just rings, part of the ring group. So
okay. I think I'm gonna end up going with Google Voice as an alternate number to reach me because it will work off of the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Klock, you listen to all that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeremy,
you don't need. Listen, you don't need all of that. That's just how I do it. Just because I did it that way. Just because for me, I have the knowledge and experience of setting that up.
Right.
So it was like, like I could do it in my sleep. So it was like no big deal for me to buy that box and hook it into my network and web into it and configure it and get it all set up. And I had it up and running in an hour, and that was years ago. Right. And now I just don't touch it anymore. Right now it just works. So you don't need all of that. It's just how I choose to work.
Yeah. Google Voice works wherever you got internet in the whole entire world.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that's a whole lot more simple. Plus, I've already set up a Google Voice number for another business, and it's not hard. You can add as many phones as you want to it. That way, in the event that the travel agency grows to where I'm going to need somebody on the phones, that I can just simply add it to their smartphone, and boom, they can answer the phones.
Sure. Yeah.
So Google Voice is really easy.
Now you can only have one instance of Google Voice running and connected, though, Jeremy. You can't be connected to the Google Voice number like in the Google Voice app. You can't be actively connected and signed into that app on your phone and have somebody else actively connected and signed in on.
Oh yeah, I know. But in the app itself, you can add additional phone numbers that it rings to at the same time.
Yes.
That it rings to yours.
Yes. I'm just saying you'll only be able to run it on one phone at a time, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I would be the main host and be able to, turn it on and off from where I am, and set the voicemail and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I did before.
Yeah. Now the only thing I think occasionally I have some, like with data issues. So I'll have some drop packets on my voice, so my voice will get choppy and stuff like that. But heck, that can happen on a regular cell phone call too. So it's not that big of a deal. But and I guess if I ever had to, for some reason, if I had to use my cell phone number to call a client back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I would, but I've just never had to do that.
Yep.
You know, so
That'll work.
you know.
I used Grasshopper for my virtual PBX because I had people all over the country working with me, and it worked out great. And you know, I got it was like $35 a month, and I got an 800 number with it with unlimited calls.
Oh, nice.
Right.
You know, I got an 800. The 800 number could receive phone calls. It also could receive faxes. It could do about everything, and then also voicemails are transcribed and emailed to the individuals.
Right. Yeah. Now the only thing I have to do with mine, because mine's actually not virtual, mine's like actually a hardware PBX.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I have to do with mine is, I have to run dynamic DNS because every time I have Verizon FiOS because I have fiber optic connection into my house on internet. So, so every time FiOS updates my IP address lease, gives me a new one. Typically every 30 to 60 days. It just depends on different factors. But anyway, so dynamic DNS then updates the public IP address for me so that the PBX will work on my phone outside the app, because when the IP address changes, the app doesn't know about the new IP address until dynamic DNS updates it. So, which happens immediately, right? So I never have to worry about that. But that's one extra step that I had to put in place. I had to put in dynamic DNS so that when Verizon updates my IP, it gets updated and my phone will work outside the house. So,
cool.
But that's it. But I mean, I've never had a problem with it. So it just works. So.
Well, it seems like it's a lot of everywhere. You gotta know a lot of stuff, though.
You do.
Again, you know, you don't have to do any of that stuff. I mean, you can just use your cell phone number, or, you know, like Jeremy's saying, you can just get a Google Voice number. It's free, and
WhatsApp
Google Voice app on your phone, and you're done.
You could do a WhatsApp number. You know, there's many ways to have a separate business line that you really don't have to mess with. People don't have to have your cell phone number. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, they can message you on WhatsApp as well. It's like killing two birds with one stone.
Right.
That way, you wouldn't have to watch your email 24/7.
Well, the nice thing with what I was using, I was also able to get a novelty 800 number. So I had 888 my trips.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now I would probably never see the need for an 800 number anymore, you know, because people have cell phones. People move all over the place now and just keep their cell phone, you know. Like, my wife has lived here in this area of Pennsylvania for, like, you know, a gazillion years, but she still has a Philly number. So, you know, because she used to live in Philadelphia.
Actually, a good number for you for the last 7 is iMuster. You know, like 1-800 iMuster. That's just an idea, man. I'm just saying.
I mean, like, my travel agencies has nothing to do with the muster drill, right?
Yeah.
So I keep them separate.
Okay.
So I don't use my travel agency to promote my YouTube channel, and I don't really, other than telling people I'm a TA.
Right.
I don't, and I have a little blurb, like just a little line in my description or whatever that says, you know, if you're looking to book, call me. And I've never had a client call me and say, I got your information from your YouTube channel.
Right.
And that's fine with me. I don't really want the two to be, other than my YouTube channel being incorporated and it being a division of my incorporated travel agency, the two are separate.
Do you find yourself telling any of your clients about your YouTube channel and or social media?
Never. Never. I never, ever, ever. And when my clients will say to me, like, I'm curious about this or that, even if I have a video, like they're like, I'm curious about this ship, like what it looks like and stuff like that. Even if I have a video on my channel for that ship, I will not say to them, oh, by the way, I have a YouTube channel and I have a video. Go to my channel and check I don't tell them. I don't say anything to them. You know, if they say I'm curious about that ship, I'm like, well, I'm sure you could Google it. I don't want, like, for lack of a better way of putting it, I don't want to whore one out for the other. I just don't.
Yeah.
I want to, they're two separate entities and I want to treat them like that. Right. So, you know, my travel agency was obviously established way before my YouTube channel was. And my YouTube channel was about Scott sailing and cruising and going on vacation and stuff like that. So my YouTube channel is about my perspective on cruising, my knowledge and my experience as a seasoned cruiser, you know, who's been cruising since the time when they put a little chocolate on your pillow every night, you know, in your stateroom. I mean, like, that's what my YouTube channel is about.
You know, I heard about these chocolates. What's the deal with the chocolates not coming back? I missed out on all of that.
That's been a long time. So since it did happen, I'm just saying, so that's what my YouTube channel is about. And, you know, and my travel agency is about, you know, sending people on vacation. So again, like, I'm not trying to make the two. Now, I have had a couple of clients find out that I have a YouTube channel and choose on their own to watch my YouTube channel. I probably 10 or more of my clients. But as far as me advertising it to them, I do not do it. So
Eddie and the 6 TAs. That's what Law Jones just said. That's a good title for the show, Eddie.
Yeah,
that is funny.
Wow.
Funny. So
Eddie and the TAs.
Until, you know what, then it'll be like the next time we're on here or whatever, Eddie will be like Klock did. Eddie will be like, oh, by the way, I signed up with
to be a travel agent. Right.
I do have a shirt that says Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yep.
I'm gonna make me another Eddie and the
Bruce, how do you handle your travel agency versus your YouTube channel as far as your clients knowing about it?
I don't tell my clients about it, but I do incorporate my travel agency. My travel agency is also Ocean Travel, and so I do incorporate them.
What I did is at the bottom of my newsletter that I email my clients, I always put all of my social buttons that they can hit if they so choose to, and if they hit any one of them, they're going to find out about JNS Adventures. You know, so it's like I'm wondering how to balance the two. I mean, I'm you know, not coming out in the newsletter saying that I have a YouTube channel, but I'm kind of driving them toward it with those colorful little icons at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, each person has to do what they feel is best.
Yeah.
I do incorporate it too. I do market that. You know, like for instance, I have an ad in our local movie theater that goes on the movie screen, and on the bottom of that, it has all of our social media icons that people can go to. So I do incorporate them. I don't go out and say, you know, I mean, you know, some of my clients have booked with me because they have seen us on YouTube and then have contacted. So, yeah, but I don't, if they haven't, you know, I don't talk about it when I'm booking someone. Hey, go check out my YouTube channel.
Right. I don't do that either.
But it's there, and it's easy to find. So,
yep.
In fact, if you Google Ocean Travel, the YouTube channel comes up on page 1. So, you know, I think it comes up right underneath our travel agency. It says Ocean Travel and the YouTube thing. So, but yeah.
Blaine has a question for you, Scott.
I mean, like a lot of the traditional ways. So I advertise, similar to what Bruce just mentioned. I have ads in places and stuff like that. I advertise on social media, advertise in like traditional kind of legacy ways, like Bruce was talking about. I do search engine optimization, so what they call SEO. So I do SEO, so that gets me towards the top of the list when people search for, a lot of different things, cruises, travel agents near me, kind of stuff like that. So I show up, in the first top 3 to 5, lists, or in the list. I advertise on, there's a big, I'm sure everyone's heard of it. It's called Nextdoor. It's like a neighborhood social app. And it's segmented out into neighborhoods in towns all across America. So I advertise on Nextdoor in my area, and and I have a 5-star rating. So, I mean, my clients are very happy with me, but, I mean, I go above and beyond for my clients. I work very hard. I'm always accessible. I go the extra mile for my clients. They're very important to me, and I treat their vacations like my own, so, so that's how I work. And it's been, working well for me. My clients are very, very happy, and I get lots and lots of referrals. Probably close to half of my business is people telling me so and so referred me to you.
Yep.
And they said,
absolutely. That's the same with me. About half of the clients I get are referrals from other people that we book that are happy with what we do. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, so like I said, in the description of every video I have, I say, I have a travel agency, or I forget what I say in there. It's just a really short. It's like, I have a travel agency. You can contact, me at this, email address or whatever, I think. Right. And I think in my banner page on my YouTube channel, there's 2 social media icons for Facebook and IG for the muster drill, as well as a web link to SACT, which stands for Sail Away Cruise and Travel, which is the name of my travel agency. It's called Sail Away Cruise and Travel LLC. So you can click on that and it takes you to our website. Otherwise I don't do any promoting, other than I do tell people sometimes in my videos I'm a TA, this or that.
Yeah.
Or
that's the same thing here. I couldn't even remember what we have in our description, and all we have is that we're travel agents that service the United States and Canada.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's in our description for YouTube channel.
Right. But I said, I've never had anybody call me and say, oh, I watch your YouTube channel and I know you're a TA and I thought I would call you and have you book travel for me. Right. Like nobody's ever said that to me. So I'm like, that's fine with me.
Cool.
Plus, you know what? You know how much crap I get for wearing sunglasses in my videos? Honestly, okay? I get a lot of crap.
God, you wear sunglasses? I didn't even notice.
I know.
Seriously, I get a lot of crap about that, right? So, there's a lot of people that don't give me crap about it, but there's like a decent amount of people who give me crap about it. And could you imagine, like, these people who hate me for wearing sunglasses, they're never going to, like, call me to book travel, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to avoid booking travel through me because they're like, I hate that guy who wears sunglasses all the time.
Is it really that big of a deal? Wow.
I am astonished, Bruce. I am astonished. It is such a big deal to some people that come to my channel that I literally wasted, and I say wasted time because I spent time, but I call it wasted time, trying to Google why it is. Why? Yes. I say that a lot. I do say that a lot.
Oh my God.
You're so bright. So, but listen, I actually wasted time Googling why do people have a problem with other people wearing sunglasses. And there is a psychology to it, but I think it's retarded. So, and I'm like, plus there are gazillions of YouTubers who wear sunglasses who are known for sunglasses. They have millions of subscribers. They make gazillions of dollars a year. And if it works for them, it works for me.
Yep.
So
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get me a quickie.
Okay, Scott, if you could private message me the SEO service that you personally use, unless you do it on your own. Let me know either. Do it. Let me know either way.
I do it on my own because again, I was in IT for gazillions of years. I know how to do it, so I do it my own.
Okay.
Because listen, when you use an SEO service, they're doing the same thing I'm doing. The difference is that most people don't know how to do it, so they pay the SEO services to do it. I know how to do it, so why would I pay them? Because it literally SEO is still a manual thing. It is not an automated thing. It is not an AI thing. It is still a manual thing where people actually go in and update the links and update the code, and there is no kind of secret sauce to it. It is still very much a manual thing. You're just paying a service that pays people to sit there and constantly do it, right? So I just do it, and that's how I end up, in it. And then when Google sends me the stats every month, and I can see what people are searching for and what got hits for me and what didn't, so then I can tweak the recipe the next time and so on. And that's how I work from it. That's why Google sends you those stats, so you can see what a lot of the keywords are and stuff that people are using and which ones hit you and which ones didn't. So.
Jeremy, do you have a website?
Yes.
So the company I use that built my website and everything, they have SEO as part of it. Is it yours?
I used Google Sites, and I pay Google domains for the annual domain name. That's about it. But I haven't noticed any SEO tools available in Google domains.
There isn't. No, there isn't. So what it is my host agency provides me with the website and the dynamic content on the website, and I pay for the domain. And I point the domain to the website they provide for me, and then I do all the SEO on it because I own the domain. So I do all the SEO on it myself, and it's working out well. So, but again, it's just something I know how to do. It's easy for me to do because I know how to do it, and but a lot of people wouldn't, so.
Jeremy, if you need a company or anybody needs a company to do development and hosting, just let me know. I got a guy who's been doing it for years in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of companies out there that do SEO. It's just expensive. And the reason why it's expensive is because it's labor intensive. Because it's in high demand. Because it's not an automated thing. It's literally a physical person physically doing it all the time. And because of that, it's labor intensive, and that's why it's expensive.
Yeah.
So, and so like people call me, like I get these automated calls all the time. If you're the owner of the business, press 1 now before your Google listing is deleted. And I laugh about it, right? Sometimes I do press 1, and when the person gets on the phone, and then I just let them give me their pitch, and they're like, so they're like, your Google listing doesn't come up when we type this in or something like that. And I was like, yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
And then they're like, so do you know what keywords are? And I was like, and I'm like, no, tell me, what are keywords? I play along with them, because I get so tired of it. And then they're like to me, they're like, okay, so then they're like, so would you be interested in us managing that for you? And I say, no. And they're like, well, why not? I mean, don't you want more traffic? And I was like, I'm not paying for it. I'm like, that's just what it is. I mean, I know that it works, but I'm not paying for it. And then they're like, okay, have a nice day. But then instead of taking me out of their auto dialer, they just keep me in their auto. Yeah, they just keep calling me about it. Yeah. And I just tell them the same thing every time. I'm not paying for it.
Yep.
And now I'm not paying for it because I know how to do it. But if I didn't know how to do it, I might pay for it if I thought that, it would drive more traffic to my agency. But, it's like anything else in business, you have high times and low times, and, sometimes people are traveling, sometimes people aren't, and then you get so COVID really did it for a lot of on the fence customers for me, our clients. When we had to constantly cancel and rebook, that was when a lot of my clients were like, boy, are we glad we're using a travel agent and we don't have to sit on that phone, every time. So that really kind of clinched a lot of them for me. And then they'll, of course, tell their friends, right? Hey, listen, during COVID, this was amazing because he just took care of everything for us and we didn't have to do anything. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much the only questions that I had, because I remember you saying something about being always accessible. And I looked over my situation. I'm like, I don't even get the internet package.
Yeah.
When I'm traveling, I'm just gone. And you did make a valid point with that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like, it's nothing for me to be, on a ship, at dinner in the dining room, email comes in from a client, and I look at my wife and I'm like, gotta go. And right back to the room I go, and I get on the laptop and I take care of it for him, and then I go right back to my cruise. So, but that's very common for me because that's just how I work. A lot of agents wouldn't do that. A lot of agents would just be like, I'm going to answer him later, or they would have an auto reply saying, I'm currently out of the office and we'll get back to you next month or something like that.
Right.
It's so ridiculous. I can't work that way. Right. Because, if I had a nickel for every time I had to explain to my client, not to a client, but to a potential client, why I'm better than Expedia. Right. And I couldn't do that if I wasn't as responsive to my clients. But I also want to be responsive to my clients because I don't want to be on vacation and have something go wrong or have a question about something. I don't want to have an upcoming vacation, have a vacation coming up and not know something and need the answer. I don't want that for myself. I don't want my client to be like that either. So I want to be there for my client and between us, because we're all travel agents, being that responsive to your clients creates value, and value is where it's at. If you are not deemed valuable or you do not appear to be valuable to your client, then they will use Expedia or they will go to the cruise line, and how many clients out there do you know that you believe know that when they book a vacation with Carnival directly or Royal Caribbean directly, that the price they're paying includes your commission.
Right.
And instead, they're just paying that commission to Carnival, right? So they're paying that amount of money anyway, right? And they don't know it. They have no idea that they're doing that. So when you create value in what it is that you do, then, they don't care that that's in there because they think you're worth it.
Cool. All of these are really good tips.
Well, that's me. What Eddie called me that one night, the professor. I still laugh about that sometimes.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do when you get back down there to the Inferno?
Yeah, sweat. Yep, I'm going to sweat. That's what I'm going to do because that's the only thing to do.
When I was watching your video and stuff, I forget, it was the one when you guys were just sitting there talking. I forget it was titled, but anyway. So when I was watching that, and you guys were talking about how you were wearing shorts and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and everything. And I was just like, I was thinking to myself, I got a great idea. Since I love the heat and you don't, okay, you come live here and I'll go live in Texas.
You know, there's a lot of shoveling going on up there, from what I understand. And the only reason why we use shovels in the South is to dig up earthworms or bury bodies. So I don't know, that seems like it kind of carries a spirit with it. So I don't know that I'll be using too many shovels anytime soon.
Yeah, if I didn't have a snowblower, I would die.
Yeah.
With as much snow as we get a lot of times.
I don't know, man. It seems like a whole lot of work just to go to the store. You know, you got to dig your way out, and then
you can't get to the store sometimes, man. You honestly can't. You can't get to the store sometimes. You are stuck at home for days.
That's right.
So,
well, you know, when it floods, it does that, but at least we know that the water is going somewhere. It's going to drain eventually. You know what I mean? With the snow, it's kind of like, well, whenever it goes away, I guess I can go somewhere. You know, that's like a really uneasy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeremy, there are warnings when a bad storm or something like that is coming.
Mm-hmm.
We know when it's going to happen. We know when it's going to happen, and then everyone runs to the store and buys egg, milk, bread, and for some reason, paper towels.
Well, here's the thing, though.
You go to the store, you can't get any paper towels. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, what the hell is there to run on paper towels for?
But here's the thing: whenever a hurricane is coming, we hear about it. Our house may get tore up, it may get flooded, but guess what? It's only about 2 weeks. You guys are snowed in for what, months at a time?
Well, maybe not months, but long periods of time, days, maybe a week. It depends.
New York City, forget about it. Next day, you're on it.
Next day,
in the city, because I mean, literally, you're there now, right? Imagine, as the city holds in heat in the summer, so it's always warmer in the city than it is in the outlining areas, right?
Right.
Same goes for like snow and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, obviously there's snow on the ground then in the winter, but it kind of shields the urban canyon, kind of like shields, from a lot of that stuff, right? Where I live, you can easily wait 2 or 3 days to get out.
I'm in the Midwest, so here we got snow.
Yeah.
I'm used to it all my life, and I just feel sorry for the people up in Minnesota that left. That live up there, because most of them came from Norway and ended up in a place that's just as messed up as where they left.
Right.
Now here's this interesting thing, right? So there's 2 lines that I know of, right? So one's in Florida and one is just south of me in northern Maryland. So like in Florida, when you get to about Daytona and down, there's a huge weather difference between about Daytona and down versus Daytona and up. And the same goes for like here, right? So in northern Maryland, around it's a town called Thurmont, Maryland. So around Thurmont, Maryland or so down, they literally get about 40% more sunlight than we do. Like the sunlight line is right around Thurmont. They get about 40. So south of that, they get about 40% more sunlight than what we do. And then they usually have, much less snow below that line and stuff as well. And it's a real it's a real determining line. So, so like down where Klock lives, I'm not saying he doesn't get snow and stuff down there, but he gets significantly less snow than what I do.
Right. We got 0 snow this year.
Yeah. So there you go.
We got none. We get snow maybe every 7 years, but it never sticks. It's only a little bit where we can say, "Ooh, it's snowing," and then it's over.
Yeah, right.
Like every 3 or 4 years, we'll get like a bad storm, like 2 feet, or it'd be like 2 feet, and then they'll have a couple other storms throughout the year that are like 4 or 5 inches or something like that. But then here lately, for the last 3 or 4 years, we haven't had anything, so we're definitely due.
Law Jones says, "Hey Ross, we get both. We don't have to choose between heavy snow or wicked heat."
That's right.
I mean, listen, and it gets plenty hot here too. Like in July and early August. I mean, we're pushing 100.
Even New York City, there's 3 days of high heat, 90-day heat, and it gets disgusting.
It got up to 80 today because the sun came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's days where you're gonna hit 90-degree weather in New York City, and I'm telling you, it sucks.
90
Yeah.
is hot. 90 is really
3 days
hot.
of that, and then the fourth day or the fifth day, it comes down, rains, and it makes everything cooler again. It's back down to the 70s. So
Yep.
then it's nice. But those 3 days,
You know, what I might do is switch her who shall not be named to Celsius. That way I could feel better about the temperature. Because I know we're talking all this, you know, temperatures in Fahrenheit. Mike's like, what the hell are you guys talking about? That's
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing about our friends to the north, right?
Yes.
You ask an American what this is in Celsius, and they're probably going to ask you what the heck is Celsius, right?
yeah,
Right.
But you ask a Canadian, okay, and not only do the Canadians know the Celsius metric system, but they
Right.
also know imperial as well, right?
Mm.
So, like, and if I say to them the Shenandoah Valley is 140 miles long, but it's also 803 square kilometers, he gets it both. He
Right.
gets both, right? He absolutely understands both of them. So me, I just know that it's 803 square kilometers. I'm sorry, 803 square kilometers. I just know that.
Sean.
But what I don't know is I don't know what the hell a kilometer is.
Me neither. I don't know Celsius. I don't know kilometer. I don't know millimeter. I know nothing about the metric system. Period.
I know nothing.
I know
about
Google.
I have to. I have to Google it every single time. I do.
Yeah.
The Down Under Cruiser says, "Sorry, I need to ask a question. What is snow?"
it.
It's a white powder that they say out of Colombia.
Yeah.
Just the white powder.
Yep.
Ugh.
I'll give you guys an idea here in Chicago this year, where I'm at. I'm just southwest of O'Hare Airport. We got 19.7 inches for the season, which is from beginning of November, say more like Thanksgiving all the way through mid-March.
Yeah.
Nice.
90 miles to the north of us, they got 33.6 inches of snow in the mountains. And then to the south of us, near Manhattan, Illinois, near Kankakee, they got 11 inches.
Mm-hmm.
The further south you go, the less you have. The further north you go, the more you get. And Rockford is right on the Wisconsin border, just south of Madison.
Yep. So the average snowfall here where I live is about 28 inches a winter. Average, right? So we can get a little less, we can get more. We usually get more. 2 hours south of me in Washington, D.C., they average about 10 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So huge difference.
Well,
And
Jeremy,
it's only 2 hours south.
I got a job at the container store on 58 and Lexington
Mm-hmm.
many years ago. That my first day, on my brother's birthday, I went to work that day. That day snowed 26 inches in Manhattan. Do you think they call me and say stay home because there's snow outside?
No.
No.
That afternoon, everything was clear.
Yeah.
The sanitation department comes out and they start cleaning. All the shopkeepers, they go out in the street, start cleaning and sweeping and shoveling.
Yeah, I mean, here in the Northeast, we know how to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
So when we get snow, we know how to deal with it, and our infrastructure and our stuff is set up to deal with it and handle it and get rid of it. But it still, takes a little bit of time to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I think the funniest thing I ever saw when I went south in February was in Nashville. They had 1/8 of an inch of snow, and the snowplow was turned over in the ditch.
And all that heat from the subways melt that snow quicker too.
Oh, okay.
All that pressure going up with that heat,
And
That
you
electric
spot the
alarm.
rats easier because you can see their tracks in the snow.
That's right.
Oh, snap. I think baby's
New
already
York
asleep.
has
So.
I said that
Didn't
hoping
hear
that
you.
she was
She
just
did
off
not hear you.
camera.
No, she's sleeping.
All right.
Mike, how did you guys fare out this winter up in Canada?
Oh, we got a little bit of snow, not much.
A
You know
little
what I'm
bit.
saying? Mike is like in Western Canada, and that's more kind of like Seattle kind of weather, right? Vancouver weather, right? Vancouver is not really wintry either, right? It's kind of somewhere. It's kind of like San Francisco, right? It's like, I'm sure where Bruce lives too. It's kind of like it's not warm, but it's not cold either, right?
It's cold here.
Well, okay,
cold weather,
relatively speaking, right?
We're in the minuses.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going on, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
And the thing is, my guys that were on my regular job, I'm at the trucking company. They go no matter what.
Yeah.
Yep. I usually, when we lived in Brooklyn, I usually knew when we were getting a bad storm because the trucks from sanitation, the orange ones, will go out and start spreading salt and sand out on the streets. So that's when we knew that something bad was coming. Mm-hmm. So we prepare ourselves. I will go to the grocery shop and pick up some extra stuff. I knew we were
so here's the thing. So I made this comment too in one of Jeremy and Cheryl's videos. I said, I'm so glad that they are appreciating, not appreciating. Maybe I shouldn't have used. I think I did say appreciating, but maybe I shouldn't have said appreciating. I'm glad they're enjoying their time in New York. I'm glad that they're availing themselves of it because I hear a lot of times, people from the South don't necessarily appreciate places like New York City.
Oh no, I love it
like that, right?
Yeah.
And because it's very different, because it's a very different environment. Right?
Yeah, but it's still city life.
Yes, it is city life.
I was in Houston. I was in Houston for a long time, and I've acclimated myself to public transportation. I know what it's like to have things within reach. Where you don't have to go far.
No, I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying there's no city like New York.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to big cities all over the country, but they're not going to be like New York.
Right.
Right. Like New York is a completely unique animal. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love it there.
It's amazing.
I also am very, very fond of Washington, D.C. as well. I really like Washington a lot. So, so I'm glad you guys are really enjoying yourselves and availing yourselves of everything while you're there.
Now, another place that baby wants to take me to is the Poconos.
Yeah.
She said that's really nice up there too.
Yeah, it is nice. So, yeah. So, in fact, I think Elizabeth and we're going to go. There's a town. There's a lot of towns in the Poconos that are kind of famous or, people go and visit. But one of the famous kind of well-known towns in the Poconos that a lot of people visit that Beth and I are going to try to get to this summer the town is called, so it's called Jim Thorpe, right?
Oh my God.
So we're probably going to go to Jim Thorpe for, just a day or something like that or whatever. There's a lot of stuff to do there. One of the things to do is to take this open air train ride through the valley and stuff like that or whatever. It's really kind of cool. But that's up in the Poconos. So
what do you do in negative 49 degrees Fahrenheit? How?
You got to cover your.
Yeah.
You stay indoors.
Yeah.
Stay indoors.
And
I think the lowest it ever gets here is -5, -10.
Oh my God.
So we get single digits for days and days at a time. So,
We can go a week at a time with -20, -30 with the wind chills.
We rarely get below 20.
So when I first found out the name of the town that Mike lives in, I was cracking up, right? Because I thought only Pennsylvania had weird town names, right?
Yep.
So because I don't know if you know this, Mike, but obviously we have this town called Jim Thorpe in Pennsylvania, right? But closer to where I live in Pennsylvania, we have a couple of towns that's in Pennsylvania Dutch country, so in the Amish country. One town is called Intercourse. So there's Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Another town.
I wonder what the founders were doing whenever they named the city.
Yeah, so one's called Intercourse. Another town is called Blue Ball, in Pennsylvania. Then there's another town.
You got Paradise up there too.
Yep, there's Paradise, Pennsylvania. Yep.
What a false advertisement that is.
Exactly. Right. So, so we have some really weird real weird. And then up in northern Pennsylvania, up towards the Poconos, there's a town up there called Snowshoe.
Been there.
So Snowshoe, Pennsylvania. So I was not at all taken back by the name Medicine Hat for a town. But I was kind of like, isn't that interesting? I thought I lived in the land of weird town names.
Here's a weird town name for you. Here in Texas, we have one called Cut and Shoot. That's pretty cut and dry right there. I mean, you can't get no plainer than that. You're either going to get stabbed or shot. Cut and Shoot, and it's not that far from Houston.
And up in Michigan, they got Climax, Michigan.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then out here in Illinois, we got 2 towns next to it. One is called Plano. The next one's called Sandwich. So when you go into the 2 towns, you get a Plano sandwich.
There's that one police car from my wife going to Massachusetts, and their town is Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So the police is Sandwich Police.
All along an orange cone, along the chest still reads 0, even with me in it. Why? Okay. I don't get it, but okay. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
My account is weird.
I worked in Plano, Texas. Did a baby service there many, many, many years ago. We're there for what? About 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks we were there. I like the city. It was very nice, quiet compared to Dallas. Nicer place. But, have to hop back in that plane and get out of there and go back to my town.
I've only been to 38 states, and Texas is not one of them. So
you won't miss it. It's
We'll
really
get it
big.
next year.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about a weird town name in Wisconsin. It's called Spread Eagle.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm serious.
Nice.
Dead serious.
Yeah.
And then there's Rough and Ready, California.
Well, and here's the thing too, right? The last place you'd expect a town to be called Intercourse is in Amish country, but that's where it is. So right there in Lancaster County.
Doesn't Pennsylvania have a town called Reamstown?
What called what?
Reamstown.
Yes, there is Reamstown. Reamstown is actually down near York, so which is about 30 minutes south of me. So
I worked in York also.
Yeah.
I think another one in that part of the country, Virginia, I think it's Tight Squeeze.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah.
So.
And Eddie, down by you, got Cumming, Georgia.
Yep. North of us.
Oh, and we have there's another town name in I can't believe I forgot about this one. So there's another town name in Amish country in Lancaster County. The actual name of the town is called Bird in Hand. So Bird in Hand.
I heard that name before, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It's worth 2 in the bush.
What's that? Yeah, we're 2 in the bush.
Worth 2 in the bush.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah. And then where Klock lives, they have weird town names too, like Baltimore, Annapolis, Ocean City.
Yep.
Kent Island.
Ocean City, Maryland, Ocean City, Delaware. Just run right down the line.
Yeah.
So, hey, Klock, how far are you from Annapolis?
45 minutes.
We might be coming out there in early October because my wife is supposed to be going out there for a national training.
I mean, it's easy. Yeah. I'll meet up with you if you come out here.
See, I want the cruise lines to build a terminal in Annapolis so that they can get big ships in there instead of these tiny little ships. I honestly don't know what they're going to do when those ships have finally run their lifespan and they have to junk them. Like honestly, they're going to have to build a whole new class of ship that's deliberately small to get into ports like Baltimore and stuff because of those bridges.
Yeah.
My previous
Or they're gonna have to
company-
build a terminal in Annapolis.
My previous company was located in a town in Washington called Hump Tulips.
Pumptuous?
Hump
Well,
Tulips.
Ross, I live about a half an hour from Hump Tulips.
Really?
Ah,
I'm in Ocean Shores.
okay. Yeah, right around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, when I'm out in Seattle next year, we're definitely taking a trip over to, I think the town's called Des Moines.
Des Moines? Yep.
Yeah. We're going to, got the name of the fish place over there that it's so well known. But we're going there.
What
Yeah,
state?
Des Moines, that's real close to SeaTac and that whole area.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a.
I think there's a Des Moines, Idaho, too.
And Des Moines, Iowa. But there's I forgot the name, but I have to look it up. But there's a famous fish and chips place out there.
Jennifer said there's one in California called Rough and Ready.
Yep.
Yep.
I just looked it up. There's 4 Galvestons.
Mm.
And there's a whole bunch of Brooklyns too,
Yeah.
different states.
And then like down between Baltimore and Annapolis, there's a town called Brooklyn Park.
Yep.
So,
And where the police thing happened in Minnesota, it's another place called like that, Brooklyn Park, I think it is.
Yeah. Brooklyn Park.
Yeah.
Suburban Minneapolis.
Mhm.
Well, the place that we're going to in Des Moines is called Wally's Chowder House.
Wally Shot House.
Chowder.
Chowder. Sounds good.
Out there, they
West
call
Coast
it
got it.
chowder.
if you're ever in Connecticut, go to a town called Noank, and there is a lobster house there called Abbott's in the Rough, and it's right on Long Island Sound, and it's the most amazing place I've ever been.
Mm.
So
When I lived in Providence, I used to go up to Faneuil Hall in Boston and get a full lobster dinner for 2 lobsters and full clam bake for like $9. So that was like now
So,
you have
like,
$30 for it.
the only thing my wife doesn't like about it is my wife's a big clam chowder fan, but in Connecticut there's 3 types of clam chowder, but other than the Manhattan stuff that people don't really consider clam chowder, but there's like a cream-based clam chowder and there's a broth-based clam chowder, right? So that's the only difference between the two is like one's like a creamy one and one's like a broth one. And in Connecticut, they serve the broth kind, and my wife hates it, so she never gets it. So.
They had the broth kind on the Carnival Dream when we were on there, and that stuff was pretty good.
Hi, Rihanna.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but Beth hates it. So
I gotta have the cream one. I can't do the broth.
yeah, but then like when it comes to the rolls, I actually like Connecticut roll more than I like a Maine roll, because like Connecticut roll is hot with butter on the bread, like on the bun, and the other one is cold with mayonnaise and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Don't really dig that.
Yeah,
not as much. So
I think the mayonnaise ruins the taste of a lobster.
yeah, I think so too. So yeah, and there's actually a place in Inner Harbor, Baltimore's Inner Harbor, that actually serves Connecticut roll. It's obviously not fresh lobster like it is in New England, but I think there's a place in Washington D.C. that does it too. It's called Luke's, and it's in Penn Quarter, which is between between where like the Navy Memorial is and the National Archives and Chinatown. So there's a lot of restaurants in Penn Quarter. It's also the edge of Penn Quarter is where it keeps changing names. I think the current name is the Capital One Center, but it's where the Capitals play. So I'm a big
It
hockey
used to be
fan.
Verizon Center.
Yeah, it was the Verizon Center. Then before that it was the MCI Center, right? So yeah, that's always it keeps changing names, but so I think now it's called the Capital One Center.
Hey, Sean.
G'day, folks. Listen, I'm sorry. I just couldn't handle you heathens talking about miles and what's that other thing? Fahrenheit. That's a restaurant, isn't it?
Yes.
Imperial is the only proper form of measurement.
Yeah. Where'd you get that garbage from? You know how many yards and sticks and things that you get in order to get a foot? I mean, a foot is at the end of your leg. Give me a break.
Yep.
What's with this New Year's background?
Well, it's the new year that the Helping Hands for Cruising is going to be putting more people on board cruise ships after next week's cruisathon. So I'm just promoting the new year of the cruisathon.
Are you Chinese now?
No, I'm Jewish.
I know you are. Mazel tov.
But are those Sydney?
Mazel tov. Excuse me.
But are they Sydney fireworks or are they New York fireworks?
Those are Sydney.
Those are Sydney.
Yep.
That'll work.
And seriously, you have got to see a New Year's Eve in Sydney.
It's amazing.
So, you meaning something about a cruise around that time? What was that?
Yep.
Well, there's this. Well, we know there's going to be the best cruise in the entire world on January the 2nd, 2025, which will be on no less than the Celebrity Edge. See, here's the thing. January 30th, you pop into Sydney. You get accustomed. 31st, you get yourself a nice, comfortable spot. Fireworks brings in January the 1st. You recover. Then the next day, you're on the Celebrity Edge out of Sydney. Okay, now wait a minute. On your right-hand side of the ship will always dock nose into Circular Quay. So on the right-hand side, you're going to have Sydney Harbour Bridge. On your left-hand side, you're going to have the Sydney Opera House.
So that would be starboard and port side, unless you have to reverse those for the southern hemisphere.
No, and don't try that because the toilet just goes down, not around.
Yeah, does it swirl counterclockwise?
Yeah, does the water go this way?
No, it just goes down. Anyway,
oh wow!
The ship pulls back off the
pier.
Thank you. I knew I was getting old. The ship pulls back off the pier, and as it reverses, you get the bridge just over the aft of the ship. It then sails straight out towards Sydney Heads, out to the South Pacific. Now, I mean, what better thing to do than go on a cruise like that starts off like that? You could do something ridiculous like go on the Carnival Horizon to the South Caribbean. Oh, yeah, I've been on that one.
No, but you could go on the Norwegian Encore to Alaska in 2025.
Now, wait a minute.
By the way,
yes,
that's a
Bruce,
Helping Hands for Cruising cruise also.
Bruce, you got to hang on a second. You've got to come on the Sydney cruise to get you ready for the Alaska cruise.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Mic drop.
Right. Yeah, Sydney I don't know. Sydney might trump Alaska, Bruce.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a 14-day versus a 7.
What are the fares, Mr. Sean?
Yes.
What are the fares for this thing?
So it is a 15-day cruise, 14 nights. We are paying for a ocean view room. We're paying around $7,000 for the 15 days. Don't say ouch.
Hey, Alaska is 5. No, I mean,
hang on a second.
Alaska is 5.
Hang on a second. It is the Celebrity Edge. It is in an exotic place like Australia, the South Pacific. What more do you want? You get to see places like Fiji. And when we go to Fiji, Ilana is actually organizing a special excursion for members of our group because she lived there.
Okay.
So she's going to be taking us places that nobody would ever see normally.
Nice.
All right. So whilst it does sound like cheap coin, expensive coin, I can tell you that everything that's around it is going to be just unbelievable. I mean, let's face it, guys. Let's face it. For me to come and visit you for that Carnival Horizon cruise cost me the best part of 10 grand.
Wow.
Right? And that was just flights.
That's the thing. The cruise sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the airfare is gonna.
Yeah.
But the question I've got for you is this: when will you ever get back down under?
Well, that looks so bad. Never.
For all of us, for most of us, it's just a dream to get there, Sean. It's a bucket list. It is. It's a bucket list because it's one of those.
Even if I could somehow bring myself to spend that kind of money, I do not think I could survive the plane ride.
What are you talking about? They knock you out.
Yeah, I would have to be knocked out. Like literally, I would have to be sedated because I could never stand being on a plane that long.
Just all you got to do is go with somebody and book the middle seat as well.
Okay. Americans hate the middle seat, right?
Exactly. And if you book the middle seat as well, the two of you are going to have the whole row to yourself.
Yeah, right.
I fall into the category.
You should know that trick.
I fall in the category of person of size. So I get that center.
Right. So you will need the center chair as well.
Yep.
What are you eating there, Sean? Jeez.
Sushi roll.
I would say it looked like it looked like sushi roll because I could see it was wrapped. So, yeah.
It is 2:00 in the afternoon. So lunch.
Eating Vegemite.
You mean
Vegemite rolls.
2:00 tomorrow afternoon?
Yep.
Correct.
Seeing in our future.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. Eddie's getting all ready for the Helping Hands for Cruise-a-thon.
Yep.
He's gonna do the a drag race.
He's going to do a drag race.
Yeah.
What's he going to drag?
Yeah, Mike. What am I going to drag? Since you know about it.
Going to dress.
Yeah. So when he's done with this, if you don't know, when he's done with this, we're going to fill you in on the real, thing.
So listen. Anybody who does anything extraordinarily different has to have a shoey.
Has to have a shoey.
Mm-hmm. Don't you know what a shoey is?
No.
Bless you.
Klocky. Oh my God. Where have you been?
Baltimore.
That figures, mate. A shoey filled with alcohol.
Oh.
Weezer was talking about that last night, taking shots out of his shoe and stuff.
What better way to try the? Listen, you're all worried about the floaty bits and the yucky bits and all that. What does alcohol do?
It kills things.
There you go. So you can drink anything from a shoe, as long as it's got alcohol in it.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat the dirt and the sand out of my shoe.
Mate, I have never, ever in my entire life, and I've been drinking shoey since I was a nipper, knee-high, whatever. I have never, ever had anything wrong with my feet. It's the rest of me that's the problem.
Yeah.
Now I know I need to get down there. I have to see Sean and spend time with him down there because.
Come on down.
Well, I need to get back down. So I haven't been there since the Sydney Olympic Games.
Wow.
Man, that's a long time ago.
Well, I was traveling to Sydney for 3 years prior, consulting on the Lowe's Hotel that was built there.
But you need to come on down. You need to come.
I know. I need to
Melbourne.
come back. So Australia, New Zealand is on our bucket list for cruising. And I got a secret for you guys for airfare. When you are traveling internationally, work with an air consolidator. You can get business class for like 35 to 60% off the public rate. But you can't book it until like 7 months out. That's the only drawback on it.
Now, I see you've got Blaine in the chat, and I know that if Mallory could ditch Blaine, she'd be down here in the 2025 group cruise. So Mallory, ditch Blaine and get down here for the group cruise. Hey, Mike.
Yep.
Not you, Clocky.
Oh, sorry.
I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Are you excited about your cruise?
Very excited.
When's your cruise?
October next year.
October the what?
24th or 2024.
Mm-hmm. And where's it going?
Key West, Grand Cayman, and Montego Bay.
And take that away, Eddie. Take the bubble
know, right?
away. I want to see
Put
if
the
the
cheap
guy's
suit all the way
excited
up.
or not.
On this.
Seriously, you blow a good. There you go. You blow a good plan.
That was the. I was just saying that was the 2023 booze cruise, not the 24.
Right, 24, right here. Boom.
See, Eddie, you know how to destroy a good show. I mean, seriously.
Yes.
Who else is going on that cruise?
Everybody.
Yep.
I'm not.
I'm on it.
I'm not.
I'm
Not yet.
Sean, here's another group cruise you can get in on.
Listen.
These two are going too.
Let me say this. Let me say this. If we would have won last night, I'd have booked all your cruises. But we didn't. Bloody $30 million. And we get to keep it all.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
We don't pay taxes. Oh, Thursday we had 100 million up for grabs on our Powerball. Some dumb idiot in Sydney won it all on his own. Congratulations, bastard.
That happens a lot in the U.S. where one person will win like 700 million.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they're like 75 years old. I'm like, like you're not even going to live more than a year.
Right.
Don't even get to enjoy it.
Now, earlier on, you were talking about strange name places.
Yes. The state that I live in has a lot of strange names.
Well, Australia is the only country I know where some of the places repeat their name, like Wagga Wagga.
Interesting.
But then there's also places like Wheelabarraback, and then there's another one called Take a Truck Along. They're about 20 kilometers north and south of Black Stump.
But do you have towns called intercourse?
No, but we've
And
got one
Blue
called
Balls.
Casino. And then there's one called Batmania. Well, it was supposed to be Batmania.
Yep.
It was actually Melbourne.
You little devils come from.
So I was on a shuttle bus one time with a couple from New Zealand. and they were headed to a celebrity ship in Miami, and I forget what ship I was headed to, but not the celebrity ship. And I had said to them, I was like, I bet this was a long plane ride for you to get there, to Florida to go on a cruise. And they said that they only cruise from Florida because they have cruised like Australia, New Zealand, and stuff so much. They said they could not stand it anymore. They could not take going to the same places over and over again, and they had to have more variety in their cruising. So now they said they, didn't think that they would ever sail down under ever again, and that all the cruises they would take would be from the U.S. And I thought, wow.
Well, in actual fact, they're not wrong, because let's have a look. Australia and New Zealand make up the second largest cruising community in the world. The ships that we get are always hand-me-downs. More often than not. So you will go, for example, our first cruise was on the Golden Princess. Where's that ship? Sorry, can you tell me?
Yeah, right.
Okay, the second cruise we did out of here was called the Sun Princess.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I need to ask the same question. Where's the ship? Right? So we're getting all the hand-me-downs. And one of the things Carnival said was the first thing they reclaimed from Costa, the Luminosa.
Right.
Right. So Australians, essentially, it's 14 or 15 nights. If you're doing anything shorter, it's on its way to.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, Aussies get tired of seeing the same stuff.
Yeah.
So why not do something out of the US?
Right.
On something that's newer.
Right. Just so you know, the Sun Princess, they're reusing that name in their newest, biggest ships they've ever built. They're going to be called Sphere class.
Yeah, I know.
And the first is going to be the Sun Princess. So the first Sphere class.
The Golden Princess is now part of the P&O crew.
Oh, okay.
It's now called the Pacific Adventurer.
I actually only ever saw one P&O ship ever, and it was last September. We were docked next to it in Nova Scotia.
P&O, there's two companies, P&O UK and P&O Australia. P&O Australia currently has 4 ships. Pacific Dawn, Pacific Adventurer, Pacific something else, which was the old Island Princess, I believe.
Gotcha.
And one of its the Pacific Explorer. I think I said that. Yeah. Anyway, it has 4 ships, and they're all hand-me-downs from Princess.
Mm-hmm. So I think Luminosa is a Spirit class ship.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still many Spirit class ships sailing in the U.S. So,
but what are they doing?
It's actually one of my favorite Carnival ships, to be honest with you. So I really like Spirit class a lot. Now I know when Bill from Warm Strong Adventures, he was on Luminosa, I guess, not long ago.
Yep.
And he was very disappointed in it.
Mm-hmm.
He did not like it at all.
And the reason why he didn't like it was probably because he was expecting the Carnival treatment, and it still had a lot of the Costa designs.
Yes, and I think he said he just was not impressed with it. Like he just was not impressed with how it was, like its decor, and he just wasn't happy with it at all. So.
Interesting.
Do we know whose mic is scratching against their shirt? I've been hearing it for a little while now.
Not me.
Does anybody else hear it?
We hear it. I hear it. Oh, I know what it is. It's Klocky breathing very heavily.
He's falling asleep. Look at him.
Mine's muted.
I know, but it's still you breathing very heavily.
He's getting anxious for the morning show. At
He's
11
trying to
o'clock in the morning.
He's trying to do not Voldemort, Darth Vader imitations. You know.
Try asking for what and speak thought. Or just say random.
Random.
No, that was somebody's AI bot.
What the?
It sounded like her who shall not be named.
Mm-hmm. What Voldemort is?
What is Batman doing?
What? I'm sitting here.
I'm just saying. You getting called from the Gotham? You need to go solve some crime? You got Alexa working too?
Hey.
I think Blaine figured it out. Sounds like someone at Taco Bell.
Is it taco or taki?
Taco.
Oh, sorry.
So I don't know. It wasn't me. I didn't let out. Not now. So earlier I did, but not now.
Was that you that ripped one yesterday?
What? You're the one eating corn.
I cannot tell a lie. Yesterday, that was Eddie.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Dude,
That was a good one too.
I actually was thinking about that again today. I was like, I wonder who it was.
No, if I gotta let it rip, I rip. I don't care.
Either
This is a
someone passed
This is a
or
sausage
somebody-
fest here, so I don't care.
Either somebody passed it or was on a leather couch.
That's right. So I am on the leather couch. So, huh? Alice says it's not leather, so I'm good. But if I'm gonna let it rip, I'll let it rip. I don't have a problem. And Alice says, See, there he goes. He has to go let. Yeah.
Alice,
Yes.
for your information, I do have a couple of cylinders of oxygen here if you do need it.
I needed it earlier. Yes. Woo!
What did we have? Pizza. Yeah.
Oh my God!
No,
Yeah.
Did it
Well,
have
before the pizza. So, yeah.
anchovy on it?
The what? No.
Did it have pineapple on it?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's okay.
Oh my
Pineapple
God,
in here.
Eddie, you call yourself a New Yorker with pineapple on your pizza? What's wrong with you?
That's blasphemy.
What?
No, I have to take Eddie's side on this one. Pineapple always belongs on pizza.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys aren't from Chicago, so you don't know pizza.
Oh, no.
You
Now you're bringing that bottle of soup.
Sorry.
I
No.
want to tell you something. We guys have come down all the way from Chicago down here to tell you that you can have pineapple on a pizza, okay? Nothing about you New Yorkers. We can handle it down here in Chicago.
Thin crust, Neapolitan, pepperoni, and sausage. Perfect.
That's
On
right.
a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, sorry.
Did-it-in. No, I do not. I do not like that bottle of soup that you guys serve in Chicago.
I
Nope.
know. Like, listen, no offense, right? But Chicago really screws everything up. They screw hot dogs up, pizza up. I really feel like they should just stay the hell out of the food business.
Yeah, about 90% of what we sell out of Chicago and started in Chicago has fed the rest of the country.
I don't know about that, but all right. We have to agree to disagree on that one.
Stockyards.
Well, true. Yeah. Back in the Western, all the steaks and everything came from Chicago, way down. So yeah, through Kansas City and then to Texas.
I must confess, when we did come across, and we were in Texas, and we were taken to the Texas Roadhouse, whatever it's called. I must confess, the steak tasted like crap. To be honest, I mean, here I am in Texas expecting steaks to be, oh my God, but all I got was, oh my god.
Well, for me, there's only one steak I hate worse than Texas Roadhouse,
And that is
Outback Steakhouse.
Oh,
I hate Outback Steakhouse. Cannot stand it. It's all the rage. A lot of other people really like it. And I always tell people, it's not really Australian, right?
correct. Because I went into an Outback restaurant in Tampa, and there was a map of Australia. And what did they put right in the middle of the map? Cairns. Now, if anybody knows Australia, Cairns is right at the top.
Gotcha.
Not right in the middle of the map. I mean, serious. I don't know whether it's Jenny or it's Andrew, but they're saying that need to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah. If I don't have to have that much salt. I mean, yeah, great. Absolutely. I'll go for it.
Meat fest.
I got a Brazilian
Andrew.
wax
Have a
today.
hanging, mate. Sorry, Clocky, I was rude. Say it again.
So I got a Brazilian wax today. Does that count?
Oh my God! Is that
the
for
first
the?
thing I was thinking when he said that? I was
Is that
thinking,
for the presentation?
He's getting ready for his dress tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, do you know anything about that?
Yeah. I'm keeping that on the lowdown.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow I will be wearing a dress
Oh,
on
okay.
Betty J Gathers live. She's having a tea party, and
that's what you got the Brazilian wax for.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's it.
So when you come on the cruisathon for the Helping Hands for Cruising cruisathon, you must come in a pair of budgie smugglers.
You got a better chance of getting me in the dress again.
What's wrong with the budgie smugglers? Come on. You don't even drink Foster's, which is cool because no self-respecting Australian would drink Foster's. But you won't even wear a pair of budgie smugglers. What's wrong with you?
But Foster's is Australian for beer.
Yeah, right. I want to shoot the idiot that did the advert.
I always think to myself, I cannot believe these companies like Foster's and Outback cannot find somebody with a better fake Australian accent to do their TV commercials and stuff than the ones that they have found. Because, I mean, even a dumb American knows that that's not really an Australian narrating that commercial. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right. Unless they picked an Aussie that's been living in the country for 3,000 years, like, I don't know, Raisinets? What's Raisinets?
Raisinets.
I think it's chocolate-covered raisins.
Yeah, it's chocolate-covered raisins.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Who would put fruit in chocolate?
They don't have Raisinets in Australia?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah.
There you go.
We had a big candy discussion the other day. Are there any American candies that are sold in Australia?
Well, we got Costco's that sells a bucket load of your stuff. We've got an American, what do they call themselves? They're like an American, well, okay, so let's bring it back to basics. Hershey's you'll get, but Hershey's comes by a different name. Yeah, Blaine's seen me in Smugglers. You will get Cadbury's here, but it's the Australian New Zealand version. It's not the US version. You don't get you'll get Nestle here as well. You call them Nestles, I think. So they're here as well as an international company, but you'll find that Australian chocolate tends to be very sweet. Less sweet in South Africa. I tried some of your chocolate, and all your chocolate was a sugar overload. So
I know a lot of Europeans don't like our chocolate because they think that our chocolate tastes like vomit.
Well, I mean, the reason why our chocolate tastes that way is because Milton Hershey created the recipe that's sold in the U.S. and it
Right.
used soured milk.
Right. Well, there's like some type of chemical. It's like an acid or something like that too that Hershey puts in. I live 20 minutes from Hershey, and I used my first job out of college was with Hershey Chocolate USA. It was in IT, but I worked in the chocolate factory, so fixing the computers and the networks and stuff. So, but in any event, there is a chemical that they put in our chocolate that we're used to, and we don't even notice it, but Europeans notice it right away and can't stand it.
yeah, and we'll pick it as well. Also, you guys use you don't use sugar cane as your sweetener. You use corn syrup,
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. High fructose corn syrup. It's in
and
everything.
that makes a difference too.
Right.
I'm sure this is the same in Australia as it is in Canada. See, Mike over there, he's got ketchup in his refrigerator right now that has 4 ingredients. The ketchup in my refrigerator has 39 ingredients.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let me put you out of your misery. I don't have ketchup. I have tomato sauce.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What sauce?
Tomato sauce on a pie.
Yep.
Pie.
I bet it still only has a couple ingredients in it, though, right?
Right.
Just 1 or 2, and none of them are Vegemite. And when you have tomato sauce on your pie, not only do you have it on the pie, but it is actually infused in the pie as well.
Yep.
And to us, a pie is something you hold in your hand,
Hmm.
not a dirty big fat plate that you cut up in segments.
And the great sausage rolls.
Eddie, here comes trouble.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yep, Tim Tams.
I did hear the link.
They were speaking about Australian beer. The only Australian beer I will ever drink is either Cooper's or Tooheys.
Oh no, Cooper's is not a bad drop. Or Tooheys is not a bad drop either.
No. And then you got Quad X.
Cooper's is a South Australian beer. Tooheys comes from northern New South Wales. There are some really nice beers that come out of Tasmania. One of them is called Jim Squires. Or James Bogues is also not a bad drop that comes out of Tassie. And then the Japanese have gone and bought a bucket load of Australian beer companies, breweries. And what can I say? It is what it is. A lot of microbreweries happening here now.
There's a lot here too. I mean, a lot.
My 2 favorite beers are from Mexico. Dos Equis and Corona.
Yep.
I've been drinking Corona a lot lately just because I'm boycotting Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Blaine, don't knock it. Kangaroo burgers are absolutely amazing.
Are they?
Yeah. And more importantly, kangaroo steak is absolute yum. You got to cook it very, very rare.
Interesting.
Kangaroo steak, kangaroo burgers, kangaroo sausages. Roux is just awesome.
The craziest thing I ever had was antelope.
Antelope. Being ex-South African, we used to go hunt for that stuff, and that was amazing. Yeah,
it was pretty good. Yep.
You got to try ostrich meat as well.
Yep.
How big is the kangaroo sausage?
Don't get personal. Leave your sausage alone. God, you rude mongrel bastard, Klocky. It's about how long's a piece of string?
You knew that came out the wrong way, Clark.
I mean, like the millisecond I heard it, I was dying.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Wrong thing to ask to the wrong
don't
person.
ask Sean a question like that because Sean will bite back real quick.
It came out the exact way I wanted it to.
Hey, have it your way.
G'day, Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel.
No, thank you, plane.
I bet you the Klock's one of his favorite meals right there.
Yep.
Chicken nugget, French fries.
Yes, Rob, it's New Year's Eve already because we have the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruisathon coming up. So, yep, it is New Year's Eve for the Cruisathon. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Blaine. I'd agree with that.
There you go, Klock. That's just for you.
But let me say, some of the things that you'd find here, we might go, "Ooh, yuck," but people eat it, right? And one of those is witchetty grubs. Now, witchetty grub is about yay big. If we're looking at the microphones for a size, it's about yay big. Grows in it lives in it's a bug that lives in the tree and a worm, and the indigenous people eat it as normal food. That would be their delicacy for the day. You know, like you and I would have crisps. They'd eat witchetty grubs.
And this is a grub worm that's that big?
Yes. It's probably about yay thick.
Wow.
Yay thick by about yay long.
Law Jones put one in the chat.
Also something that you really want to try for those of you that are seafood nuts, try a Moreton Bay bug.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ross would agree Moreton Bay bugs are absolutely scrumptious.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, something's tickling his fanny. I mean, fancy.
Yep.
I got somebody sending me pictures, and I looked down, and yeah, it was a good one.
Ding.
Yeah, I've got somebody trying to ring me, and that didn't work.
Thank you, Jeremy. I could hear the horns of the cars, because somebody's now moving and they're going, man.
Yeah, out there.
Yeah.
Yes, all night long.
Yep. You get used to it after a while.
Yeah. It's like white noise for people who live there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear so much that you don't like nothing happened.
Yep.
I think it's funny, actually, people who live there and they travel, some of them actually have to take that with them as like a sound effect on their phone.
The white noise, because it's
like the city sounds. They have to play them when they're away because they can't sleep because it's too weird.
Not me. I like the dead silence of the interior room on a cruise ship.
All right, Blaine. He says, question for Jeremy and nothing. Here we go.
Okay, so we don't know what it looked like because we didn't see it. Our grandkids did. We did, however, come across a dead one that a baby posted all over social media. So you might have seen it by now. But that was the dead one that we saw. I would say that it was a size of a glorified what do you call those guinea pig. It was a big, it looked like a big guinea pig with a short tail. But the one that they saw today, they said it was huge.
Are you sure they don't know how you all act, and there wasn't really one there?
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God,
not
there's
sure.
a rat.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. All I saw was our grandson get out the way real fast because he was walking first. Granddaughter was walking second with the baby. She pushed grandson out the way and ran out ahead, and baby just took off sprinting, left all of us. I'm serious.
Yeah, you always got to push one down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was. It could have been a cat. It could have been something, but I know it was making noise in the trash, and it was presumed to be a rat because they're indigenous to these parts.
There are raccoons still in the city.
Yeah, man, they're holding hands together down in the subway, holding this place up.
She did the George Costanza and pushed everybody.
She did the
for himself.
No, she did the Usain Bolt, man. She got out of there. I'm serious. She ran out ahead of the grandkids. I couldn't even catch her.
Did you try?
I did. I tried, but at the same time, I was really intrigued by, what size the rat was going to be. Can I still see it and stuff? So I kind of looked back as I walked past fast, and because I really wanted to see this rat. I know that would have been a great viral video, but I was more worried about baby than pulling out the camera. I should have had it running already. Maybe that's what I'll do for future stuff. I don't know.
So Jeremy, I got to ask you a question. That rat, what accent did it actually squeal in?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. It could have been a hoax as far as I know, but it could have been the chupacabra too. Yeah, Scroll's Nest makes a point. I don't know.
Good on you, Scroll's Nest. You would come
out of
to
there.
the party and give us a fix up.
Oh my. I just would have loved to see that running. Like,
she took off and then started walking in the middle of the street. That's what got me. I'm like, baby, get over here. We're going to get busted for jaywalking or something. I don't know. It was a bad scene. It was a bad scene.
She was running like Temu delivery was here.
Yep. Yep. Like she was chasing an Amazon Prime truck or something. I don't know. Every time we see one on the freeway, I'm like, hey, baby, they're coming to the house. Let's go follow it.
Just imagine. You guys remember Christmas Vacation when the squirrel was in the house?
Oh, yeah.
In the tree.
Cheryl just knocking everywhere.
She had her cane. I don't know why she just didn't yeet it like a golf club or something, flip it over and just say
This is probably a stupid question, but do you have raccoons in Texas?
Yes.
Okay, well, haven't they ever gotten into your garbage and stuff like that or whatever, right? Because
we have a possum. We have a possum. See, we have a possum that lives right there at our backyard because the water is very nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And we see it every now and again.
Jeremy, Blaine has come up with the perfect excuse.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like she was running, like she had to book another cruise before the deal cut off.
Right.
Scrow's Nest says Nutra Rat. Yeah, we got those. We got those in Louisiana. Those are pretty big. They're about the size of possums.
Mm-hmm.
And no, we didn't book any cruises today, Sherry.
I optioned one today.
Yeah.
I want to know from Blaine whether he's tried possum stew or not. And do Aussie possums taste different to US possums? I don't know.
What?
Never catch me eating possum stew.
Nope.
No.
Hey, we call that roadkill here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a place in Houston that got busted for selling raccoon meat. It was like this car wash, but they also sold barbecue. And somebody did find out that they were selling raccoon meat as Texas barbecue.
They're like gas station sushi.
I don't know about gas station sushi, but the gas station fried chicken here is pretty good.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
In New York or in Texas?
Texas.
Texas.
In Texas. Yeah. Everything on the street is good here.
Yeah.
Everything. Especially that breakfast roll that Eddie told us about. I actually went and got one. That's really good. And we woke up so late today. Eddie, that's my story for today. We woke up so late today. By the time we got down there, the breakfast carts were gone. No coffee, no roll. Because I wanted to get the sausage one today and compare it to the bacon.
Yeah, it's a weekend too. It's just Monday through Friday.
Down.
Oh, okay.
It's usually a Monday through Friday thing for the people who are going to work and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'll be sure to get back down there Monday though, because I know that roll sandwich is very, very good. And yes, Andrew, I definitely did get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich off of the cart. I'm not sure if they're called carts, trucks, or stands, or what. What is it, guys? Come on, help me out.
Cart, stand.
Okay, so there's not an official name for it.
Yeah, street cart.
Road truck.
But yeah. I'm laughing at Rob's comment.
I mean, it's
yes, I did.
the city equivalent of a truck, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have food trucks in Texas, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And no, Blaine, we didn't get to Coney Island. But yeah, our taco trucks are really where it's at. Especially the one on Strand Street in Galveston. The chicken tacos are better than the beef tacos.
That's what you guys should do tomorrow.
Go to Coney Island?
Yeah, go to Coney Island. Hop in the R.
We got a show to do.
Coney Island, yeah. Oh, that's right, the end.
Yeah.
Hop at the end and it'll take you to Coney Island.
Yep.
But what time is your show?
I almost said 2. 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central.
Oh, you're still doing the show from New York?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You doing anything in the morning?
Resting. Baby's not going back out of this house unless we're on our way to the airport.
Oh.
I'm for real. She hasn't made up her mind. She said, no more. I'm not doing it. My life flashed before my eyes, and
there's a kangaroo in the backyard.
Yeah, food truck festivals. We actually have that where they invite all of the food truck owners to come and park together. That way, they make the center like this just big eating festival, and they make a lot of money out there too.
Yeah, but obviously, in New York City, it's a lot. Space is a premium, so you're going to have carts instead of trucks, right? So
yeah, right. But our food trucks are, they don't just have hot dogs. They don't just have tacos. They have, burgers. They have chicken tenders. They have all kind of different, variety of stuff.
Yeah.
There's one in Houston that sells a hamburger with an actual piece of ham on it. It still has the burger patty, but they went ahead and put a piece of ham on it.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's weird, but it's kind of good.
We have a place in Chicago. It's a cupcake truck, and they actually make a spaghetti and meatballs cupcake and a meatloaf cupcake with mashed potatoes as a frosting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this actual food in the shape of a cupcake, or is this a cupcake that just so happens to taste like the food?
It's food in the shape of the cupcake.
So my experience with food trucks is they're generally really have very unique and interesting types of food.
What is that?
There's a lot of food trucks around the National Mall in Washington D.C. and I like to go and visit them and get the different stuff.
Right.
Where I live, we also have a lot of food trucks, but like everything else here, they suck. So there's this one in particular. It's called. The area code where I live our area code here is 717. So this food truck does tacos and stuff, and it's called 717 Tacos. And it's horrible, but somehow they're still in business, right? They're the worst tacos in the world, and
maybe there's nothing else to get at that particular time of the day, and they make a killing because nobody else. They're either drunk or
lack of options.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, but I know Orlando too is Orlando is actually starting to set up places where the food trucks can congregate, so that people can go and check them all out in one place.
We call that a truck stop.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I like truck stop food too, especially if it's either a Denny's or an Arby's. I love Arby's.
I mean, here where I live, there's an Arby's on every corner.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that, Scott.
Seriously, there is. There's an Arby's on every corner, but I don't eat there. But other people do, obviously, or there wouldn't be one on every corner. Like, I live in the land of chain restaurants. There's no culture and no uniqueness on where I live at all. So everything is a chain here. We have every chain you can think of.
Blaine, I'm going to have to agree with you on the Buc-ee's thing. We got one 30 minutes up the street from us, and it's worth the trip. It really is. Going to Buc-ee's is always worth the trip. However, you need to take your whole wallet and monthly budget with you whenever you go, because they will break you.
Yeah.
It's not that the stuff is expensive neither. It's just regularly priced food, regularly priced gas, and everything. It's all good, but it draws you in and makes you spend money.
Yeah.
I think Sherry's the CEO. Yep.
Yeah, we don't have a Buc-ee's here, but we have something called Wally's, which is similar.
Oh, I live 2 hours west of the headquarters and the birthplace of what is my opinion the best convenience store chain there ever was. However, being just 2 hours away, there is not a single one of them within an hour of me.
Oh, wow.
But yet you can find ones all over Maryland, all over Florida, all over Virginia, all over New Jersey. You can find them everywhere, but you can't find them 2 hours west from where they started. And that chain, ladies and gentlemen, is called Wawa.
Guess what?
I like them too.
I am banning Wawa here in Australia because we don't have them.
I like them too.
Wawa is the most amazing convenience store there ever was.
Yeah.
What makes them so great?
I mean, their food is, well, first of all, it's Philadelphia bread, right? So, so any sub you get from them is going to be on Philadelphia bread, which is the best bread in the world. And they just you get just a regular normal sub, and it's got so much meat on it. Like it's like a fist of meat on that with this amazing Philadelphia type bread. And then they just have a whole bunch of other stuff and everything. And it's incredible. Actually, like when I was on my way back from Virginia on Friday, I stopped at a Wawa in Maryland and got a classic and got a recharger drink, and which is basically like a caffeinated it's not carbonated, but it's like a caffeinated like fruit drink or whatever they make it. And I got a pretzel and everything else. Right now it's a Philadelphia type of pretzel and not a German type of pretzel, so it's kind of different, but I still like it. Just don't like it as much as a German style pretzel. But yeah, I loaded up coming home.
Right now, the 25th. It's a little bit after midnight.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Good night.
Hi, sir. Thanks for
Catch you later,
popping in
Bruce.
a little bit.
Nice to see you, Bruce.
He's in the earliest time, and he's already going to
I know.
Later, Bruce.
Yeah, come on, it's 9:30 here.
Yeah, it's 9:30. It's time to turn in.
Hey, what are you talking about? It's only 14:38. Come on,
Yep.
get this picked up.
It's only 11:30 where I'm from.
Now, Bruce, you kept on threatening that you'd get back together with me. He's still threatening.
Oh.
Oh, there he went.
Wow.
He's out.
I'm out of here.
Look what Blaine said.
30 seconds. I'm waiting for a. I'm waiting for a message on Messenger.
Right.
Let's get together.
Well, you guys did.
Yep.
Got to get prepared here. Oh my god. Was it, Ross, I did. I checked that out and went over to. Did more digging and found out more about the person. So I think it's gone by now. So
Yeah, they were in my.
I
chat.
never even saw it. Like, so either it didn't come through on my end, or
It was mine.
didn't pay attention to it.
No, it was mine. I find myself not picking up my phone because I just read them right here.
Yeah.
But the problem is that it combines all of ours in the same one. So I actually have to pick up the phone to check it out. It was one of mine.
Yeah.
But I like looked up and only like 10 subscribers. No.
I wonder, is there a way to, when you're restreaming, to set your chat to subscribers only mode?
That I don't know, but I will be changing my chats to subscriber only.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can't do that within StreamYard. You have to do that in
your own
YouTube,
chat.
right?
Yeah. And by the way, I set up the membership today, so I only have one type of membership for my channel.
Nice.
I have no idea what I'm doing with it yet, but I'll be giving out some stuff out.
Cool.
To members only. So I just got to work out what am I going to do. So
what are you
What are
setting
you going to
up?
call it? The pineapple court?
Yes.
Which organization are you using for your membership?
Say that again.
Which group are you using for your membership?
Which group?
Yeah, is it the YouTube membership or is it something like Patreon?
Oh no, yeah, YouTube membership. I'm not in Patreon yet. No, I'm not gonna get there yet. I'm not. I gotta learn some more how to what to do and I gotta do something extra for members now and stuff like that.
I can't find enough time to edit just a standard vlog for my channel. There's no way I could support unique content for memberships and stuff.
And that's where I'm at too. It's like, what am I going to do for members? I don't have any members only content.
Yeah.
I have some content that I was going to put out, but
Clocky, be careful of your content, mate.
Well, I mean, it all depends on what they're willing to pay and all. But,
price.
Everything
has a price with you.
I did the actual. I filmed a lot of the shows on Royal with the real music and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd have to see whether or not I can actually send it to them without having to worry about a copyright.
Oh,
you're gonna get a copyright, even if it's just for members. You're gonna get a copyright if it goes out on YouTube.
Will.
Yeah.
Mike, if you want to do that, you might want to consider doing like with your members having like a once a month private Zoom.
Hey, put up Blaine's comment down at the bottom, Eddie.
That's right. I'm easy.
I'm gonna give you some advice, Klock, right now. Since you haven't got to that 4K yet, start editing your videos. Go through each one of them. Whatever says copyright claim or whatever, get rid of it. Make sure that you switch the music, you clean it up, or whatever they're telling you in that little detail box. Make sure you do it.
Knock them out.
Now, don't wait till you hit 4,000 to find out if you're getting copyright claim.
Yeah, because then you're gonna have to go through a lot of videos. Then, so you're gonna have to mark them private. Or you're just not gonna get. You're not gonna be able to monetize them.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I already knew that because some of the Disney all the Disney ones all have it, but a lot of the stuff, if I cut it out, then they're not going to want to see it anyway. So it's more to bring people in.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Then moving forward, then you'll you'll adjust how you're filming so that you're not near any copyrighted music and stuff like that. I mean, you'll see like 99% of my vlogs on a cruise ship, unless it's B-roll that I'm just throwing any kind of music on top of it that I'm not worried about, it's me in my cabin, because that's usually the only place I can be where I'm sure I'm not going to run into copyrighted music.
Right.
So,
and Mike, I have a friend who does a lot of streaming at Disney parks and a lot of videos at the Disney parks. And he said the biggest secret about getting around the Disney copyright is keep talking. Talk over the music.
Yeah. So I will do that sometimes if I can find that spot where I can still hear the music, but it's down, the volume is down enough that I know that my audio is going to be loud enough that the algorithm's not going to hear it. I will do that, but that's not very often, or it's not very many places you can be there. So then, like, maybe it's too windy, this or that or whatever, and I'll just go, oh hell, and I'll just go down to my cabin and sit there and I vlog the dialogue part of my vlog there, and then the rest of it would be from wherever else on the ship that I know that I'm gonna just put non-copyrighted music on it. So
So can I ask a question? What do you guys use for your editors?
I use Filmora.
I use KineMaster.
I have Filmora in my laptop, and I have InShot on my cell phone.
I use DaVinci Resolve.
And I was doing mostly iMovie, but I've changed over to Filmora.
I use CapCut.
Why'd you change over, Clocky?
From what I've been told and everything, the iMovie is not going to be updated as much anymore.
No.
And I was starting to have glitches where my films were like stuttering when they go through. And on top of that, I'd load a video onto it and the whole thing would crash, and I'd have to reset my whole computer and then start back over again.
Plus, iMovie is super limited.
Sorry, Apple have got a new replacement for iMovie that they're bringing out.
That's what I was told. So depending upon what it is, I may go over to that. I'm using the free version of. Actually, no, I did pay the. I think I did pay the year thing for Filmora, but.
I mean, I bought a lifetime license. I bought 2 lifetime licenses from Filmora for $69 each, and they're lifetime licenses. And there was a scandal with them a little bit ago where even though you bought a perpetual license, you were not going to get the next. You were only going to get certain versions, but you weren't going to like just be able to get them forever. And there was this big, huge scandal. And there's this big YouTuber. His name is Daniel. Oh God, I can't remember his last name. Anyway, he's a really big YouTuber, and he used to have a partnership with Filmora, and they terminated their partnership long ago, but he has a lot of Filmora content out there. And then he started talking about how Filmora would not allow these people with these perpetual licenses to update to the latest version, which was 12. And he did like a, hey, come on, Filmora, you got to do better than this kind of video. And they attacked him. Like, they used their pool on YouTube to get his video shut down and get his channel suspended. And it was this big, huge stink. And in the end, before they did all that, though, they reached out to him and asked him if he wanted to partner again. And he said, well, send over the partner agreement. And in the partner agreement, it said he had to take down his video where he was slamming them for not allowing people to update on perpetual licenses. So then he refused to do it, and then they had his channel banned and everything else. And then he was able to hire a lawyer and work through all that and get his channel back. And now he promotes DaVinci Resolve. But through that entire scandal, I got an email from Wondershare, which is the company that makes Filmora, and said, congratulations, you're now eligible.
Oh my God.
for 12. So I was able to update to version 12 on all of my computers, but yeah, it's interesting. But I mean, I like Filmora. I feel like the work, they're all very similar, right? But I feel like Filmora, I just am the most comfortable with that software. So
now, has anybody here looked at or worked with DaVinci Resolve at all?
I've looked at it, I've installed it and poked around on it, but like again, I use Filmora, so I didn't see the need.
I kind of like DaVinci because it's the same. I have the free version of it, but the free version and the paid version are really similar, except for just a few minor features. But it's basically what the television studios and film studios are using, and they give out their software for free because they make their money on the hardware.
Yeah.
But it's got the the full Fairlight color correction. It's got the sound correction. You actually, if you record in high definition RAW, you can convert up to 8K with it.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty good. And I've been using it now about 2 years, and I do a lot of my corporate videos with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good piece of software. Like I said, I was just already invested in Filmora, so.
Right.
Power director.
All right. Well, I'm going to head out, guys. Have a great rest of the night.
Okay.
Have a good one.
I have to get my rest and get up on time so I can see Klock show it off.
The vision is killing for me. I need to be at work by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, so I'm going to call it quits and spend time with my bride. I've got a few things that I need to do. Clocky, mate, like I said, the vision is killing me. You'll find budgie smugglers are much more comfortable. Folks, have a top night.
See you, John.
Good night.
Thanks, John.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So right, Daniel Batel Badel or whatever his name is. Yeah, I mean, I really like his videos. I mean, he does some really great content, how-to videos and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I definitely watched a few of his Filmora videos on getting like the optimum settings for exporting to YouTube and stuff. So, but that's when I used to export. I used to export from Filmora straight to YouTube. Now I export out as a standalone file and upload it later.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Blaine has a question for you, Mike.
No earrings and no nail color, and the dress is I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Oh man,
you'll have to tune in till tomorrow.
No, I think the stash will give him singular distinction.
Yes, and the hat and the glasses have to come along with the whole package. That's what we're used to seeing. Is that going to happen?
It's not this hat. I got a different hat. I got a different hat.
Okay.
But you cannot listen. If you cannot be in that seat, because then we can't see anything. You've got to sit in that white chair, and I notice you have a lot of stuff piled up in that chair back there, which would make it very difficult for you.
That's just a book bag.
Yeah, so there you go.
Brand new book bag for traveling.
Nice.
Perfect. Is the dress inside there?
No.
It's probably hanging up.
Fit.
It's probably hanging up in a garment bag, fresh from the cleaners.
Right, yeah, all dressed up and ready to go.
Yep.
We put them in the morning and roll with it.
Yep.
Big hats, I assume. Yeah, he has to have the big hat. I hope it's a tea party. You gotta have it.
I may have a big hat.
Well, not a baseball cap. It has to be a hat.
And this is going to be on Betty's channel, right?
That's correct.
What time?
11 o'clock.
I know what I'm going to be doing at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, is she on Eastern?
And then, Eastern, right? Okay.
She lives in Tampa, so.
Okay. Yeah. That'll work. Oh, yeah. That's a good question.
I'm debating on it. I have I thought about it.
Yeah, you got some plastic bags you can put in there.
I love it.
Well, I mean, I fill it out almost myself.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
He's talking like a true fitter.
Oh man,
crazy.
Well, should we wrap it up? It's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Mr. Klock, you're the one who has to be up earlier, and all of us to do makeup and everything.
There would be no makeup involved.
Hey, you gotta get cleaned up. You gotta take that mud off your face.
So Blaine, she was all about this.
Yep.
When she found out I was doing this, she's like, "Let's go to the store."
Mm-hmm.
So today she was having a whole field day. She did a recording in the store. What are you doing? So
please tell me there's a vlog. Please tell me there's a vlog being prepared on that.
I already sent the video. It's a short video. It's not even long enough to do a thing.
Mm.
I was gonna try to do something and show different dresses and stuff, but we went to the first store. They didn't even have any that would fit my big ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up going to Walmart and finding a couple.
Nice.
But I put my face on. What are you talking about, Randy? This is natural beauty.
Oh, beauty.
That's the money maker right here.
Yep.
Nice.
I always tell baby she's the talent of the whole entire channel. I'm just the dude behind the camera. That's it. But then I find myself on camera doing things like this at night. So I really don't know.
Because the camera calls you.
It does, and no, it's really the travel agent conversation. Y'all pulled me in with that because Scott, whether you want to be called the professor or not, bottom line is you know things that other people like me can use.
Yeah.
And that's why I tuned in both nights, is because it's a really good travel agent conversation that's going on.
Oh, I thought you came in because you missed
that's
us.
why I told the new travel agents, in the community, I'm happy to share my knowledge and experience, to help you. I'm happy to do it. So
I signed up today. I haven't done any training yet. So
go with Carnival first. Wait, no, you're a Royal Caribbean guy.
I'm a Royal person.
Go with Royals training first, because most of the stuff. You just need to acclimate yourself with the remainder that you may not know, and then that'll make it easier for you to do the other training, the other companies' trainings.
Plus, Royals training it will take you about half as long as Carnival. Carnival is painfully long.
It is. It is, but Carnival's booking engine is a whole lot easier to use than Royals.
It is.
It is.
So, I mean,
by far, it's the easiest for me.
Yeah, Royals is not terrible. Like I said, Norwegians is the one that
Norwegian Princess.
Terrible. Yeah, Princess is pretty painful as well.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah. But yeah, so go with Royal because you'll be able to get through that faster.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then once you get through Royal, as long as you stay up to date, then you can get free internet and $50 of OBC a year.
Right.
You just have to request it through a special link. So you'll be able to get that then on your next Royal one, like on your next Royal cruise. So
and when you get hooked up with Virgin Voyages, they give you what's called a Let's Go Book link that you can share on your social, to your family, wherever. And even if they book it online using that link, you still get credit for it.
Yeah, you still get it. Yeah.
That's the only company that I know that does that.
Right. Yeah, because those online booking engines are expensive, right? The licenses for them. That's why a lot of host agencies don't offer them on the websites, just because it's expensive.
What Cruise Brothers just now added one. They actually have it built into their.
Yeah, but it's not per agent though.
No,
it's not per agent. So, like, for instance, if you go to if your host agency is Expedia Cruise Centers, you get or Cruise One or Cruise Planners, right? Those host agencies, you get a booking engine that's embedded in your individual agent website.
Oh
So
yeah,
that,
okay,
that's what
like
I'm saying.
Bruce,
So that
like
when
Bruce
somebody
has.
goes to your website and books through that booking engine, then
Right.
you get credit for it. But those are the host agencies that charge, an arm and a leg in
Right.
annual fees, right? So the ones that don't charge, anything or less, like mine, um, they don't give you that in your website just because of
Right.
the cost involved in it. So
Okay.
because there's a license fee for that, and then if it's multiple cruise lines, it's multiple licenses fees.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy. But anyway, but yeah, so but but yeah, I mean, like, I've been a travel agent, for 8 years now. I do it full time, so
Hmm.
I guess I do know a lot, but I'm still learning myself too, right? I'm still, there's not too much I have yet to learn as far as the basics and stuff, but I have to stay up to date just like everybody else, because the cruise lines are constantly changing stuff. So I have to,
Yep.
stay up to date and learn that's all the new stuff too. I think the Icon series of training on Royal Caribbean University is going to be brutal,
Yep.
because there's going to be so much to it, right?
Hmm.
It's gonna be a big module.
It's all different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big module with lots and lots and lots of stuff to do in it.
Well,
so,
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be brutal, but but anyway, but yeah, so that's what I would do too. I would agree with Jeremy. Do Royal and then
Do Royal first, since you're already a Royal guy and you pretty much know a lot about Royal Caribbean as a company, as well as a lot of their ships too. Just fly through that and get comfortable with the training modules that Scott's talking about, because they're all asking the same questions. They're all pretty much whenever you ace one, you'll be able to fly through the others.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you deal with Celebrity. Now, Celebrity makes us do one every year. It's called a recertification. At least I've had to do the recertification once already. And but what that does is it puts a unique year number on your certification. That way, they know, your clients know you were certified this year and that you're up to date with your information.
Yeah, a lot of them will give you like a certificate.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to, if you really want to print them out and stuff like that. I have a folder that I
printed my Carnival one out. That's the only one I have printed.
Yeah.
I actually went to Office Depot and paid for color.
Then,
I was so proud of that one.
Disney College of Knowledge and stuff, like when I finished their initial one, they sent me an actual printed out one along with like a replica of one of the original Walt Disney World animation, like like artist, I think it was Pluto or something like that or whatever.
Nice.
And it was signed and stuff like that. That you get that from the initial graduation. Then just the yearly updates, you don't get anything like that sent to you. You get a certificate that says now you're certified for this year or that year, and you can print it if you want, but you don't get like the official one that they print and send to you after you do the initial training.
Yeah, Blaine makes a very valid point too, and says, and think about being part of some organizations they offer, such as CLIA, that will help push you out more as well. And
Right.
I know for completing the training, you get CLIA points for the.
Right.
Wait. Okay, wait a minute. Hang on. Something just happened.
So like CLIA, here's the thing, right? CLIA costs money, obviously, every year to join. They send you a card, but I have never, in all my years, I've never been in a situation where somebody was like, "Oh, I got to see your CLIA card," right? So it's really, from that perspective, it's really not worth the annual fee or the annual due on it. CLIA does offer a lot of training and a lot of resources, but I myself have not found them to be invaluable. I've the information that CLIA offers or the training and stuff like that just has never, like, I already know almost everything that they're teaching, right?
Plus, Plus, your average client doesn't know what CLIA even
Yeah,
stands for,
right.
let alone what it is.
Exactly. Right. And then like the vice president of sales and marketing in Royal Caribbean, Vicky Freed. Anyway, she is a big pusher of ASTA right now, only because before she came to be a senior vice president at Royal Caribbean, she was the president of ASTA. So she pushes ASTA, which is another kind of like travel agent consortium kind of group or whatever, right? That has fees and stuff like that. But ASTA does a lot of lobbying on the behalf of the travel agents, the travel industry with, federal government and stuff like that and everything. Great. They do all that. It's great. So if you want to support them, you can. There's no real benefit, in my opinion, but it is something you can do. But, and there's also IATA, right?
Mm-hmm.
International Travel Agent, something, or whatever, right? So, but anyway, so your host agency has its own numbers, has its own CLIA number and its own IATA number.
Yep.
And you get to use it. So a lot of times, like for verification and things like that or whatever, like a lot of times Carnival will ask me, what's your CLIA IATA number? And then I have my own CLIA and IATA numbers, but I use my hosts to book.
Right.
So I have to give them KHM's CLIA and IATA number. So
you will need it often. Blaine makes a point. Whenever you call the cruise line, they're going to ask you for it. So either put it on a Post-it by your monitor or whatever, but keep it handy. I always have a couple of tabs open on my computer with the CLIA number or the phone number pulled up. Now they will ask you for your host agency's phone number.
Phone number too. Yeah. So I have all that stuff on a Post-it at the bottom of my monitor, but I also have it in my head because I use it all the time. Yeah. So I don't need it on the sticky, and then I carry it around in a locked, secured note on my phone as well.
Yep.
So, but yeah, usually they just want the host agency's phone number.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally they will say, "What's the CLIA IATA number?" And then you just give them that. So they really want the CLIA number. Cruise lines want the CLIA number. They don't want the IATA number. So.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep, there you go. Talking about all that too. I'm way over here. I have some say they found me by searching websites with CLIA and others.
Yeah, so you can also pay. You can do that. You can pay CLIA to list you as an agent. And Carnival supposedly will list you, like you fill out a form and you submit it to Carnival and they will list you as an agent. So if somebody goes to Carnival's website and scrolls all the way down into the tiny little print and says find a travel agent and clicks on it and puts their zip code in, you're supposed to come up, right? Well, I filled that form out 9,000 times, and when I go there myself and put my zip code in, I do not come up. Other ones do, but I don't. So I just gave up on it.
I need to try mine for Galveston. There's not that many people that live there.
Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, whatever.
But then again, there might be a lot of travel agents. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yep.
Bye, guys. I think it's time to start wrapping.
Okay. And Mike, we're going to make sure to troll you as much as possible in the chat. I pre-apologize for my comments tomorrow.
Well, I will tell you that Betty did say try not to make it overwhelming.
Oh, okay.
So
good. I'll speak in code then.
In other words, she said, don't put too much perfume, not too much makeup. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what she meant. But you still got to wear it. So.
Yep.
And put on a nice, just make sure it's a nice hat that fluctuates with your dress.
Yep.
Right?
All right, fellas.
And some cleavage too.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us again this weekend. We'll do it again during the week sometime, and we'll be back next Friday. Even though I don't think Mr. Clark might be available next week. Are you going on a cruise?
I leave on Thursday.
Yep.
But
Thursday.
I
Okay.
may try to get it on one of the days, Friday or Saturday or something. All
We'll
depends on
probably
how
do
my
Friday night.
service is.
I do have it set up for Friday night. I don't have anything for Saturday. So Friday night,
Okay.
definitely we could do something. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll see when you try. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the evening, on the night, the morning, I should say,
Right.
and then have a great Sunday. So whatever you do, and we'll be back 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Mr. Jeremy will have a show 3 o'clock with Cruising is Fun Anytime and JNS Adventures.
Yep.
And I think Clock should be on at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. I mean tonight, and we'll be back and see what happens. All right. So everybody enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yep.
We'll talk to you soon. Stay out of trouble. I don't have any money for bail, so I know what to do.